do their job tonight, I think Warsaw can be in for a fun night.
What's your keys to the game?
I believe that you have to make Concord drive the ball down the field. I mean, giving up a big play to Concord is just, it's not good. And so I think you have to make them drive it 70, 80, 60 yards. And I believe eye discipline for the defense is going to be critical. It goes without saying on offense, taking care of the football. When you think about it, 10 yards, 4 tries, we can do that. We can get that done. And I think, those things, if we take care of those things, I think we'll come out with a victory.
Warsaw and Concord, week 4 of the high school football season. We'll come back with a final thought here on the Tiger Insider. Key matchups have been brought to you by Arby's on State Road 15 North in Warsaw, proud supporter of Warsaw Tiger football. Final thought next on News Now Warsaw.
You've been thinking about new furniture for your home, but where do you start? Hi, this is Brent. Reinhold's Town Square Furniture in Warsaw will help you create the room of your dreams. And during the special Labor Day sale, enjoy limited time savings on your favorites from Lazy Boy. Sofas, sectionals, recliners, and overstock and closeout items, they're all on sale. Visit ReinholdsFurniture.com and hurry in today to 118 West Main Street in Warsaw. Reinhold's Town Square Furniture, your friends in the furniture business.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon with Rock Hill Pinnock. I had to chuckle the other day because I heard a lawyer on TV say you should come to their firm because they're the attorneys you know. But yet, you've never heard of them except from the television commercials. The attorneys at Rock Hill Pinnock are part of this community. We may help coach your kids at T-ball, see you at a golf match, or simply be your friend or neighbor. If you don't know one of us yet, chances are someone you know does. But whether you know us already or not, we hope you'll give us a call and get to know us as your attorneys. Call 267-6116 for an appointment today. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
There are many reasons to go to the eye doctor, so why not go to one that does it all? This is Dr. Jason Rich of the Spectacle Shop. Yes, we have the largest selections of frames in the region, and we can make glasses the same day with our in-house lab, but we offer way more than that. We diagnose and treat eye problems for all ages, from seeing if your toddler can see properly to checking for age-related eye diseases. From fitting the latest in contact lenses to treating eye infections and injuries, we love to treat your eyes. Visit thespectacleshopinc.com.
Enjoy the next level of fun on the water with help from Splendor Boats. Place your order now on Quest Pontoons or Splendor custom-built power catamaran deck boat. Ask about their indoor, safe, and clean off-season boat storage, winterization, shrink wrapping, and pontoon redecking. Plus, schedule your spring boat arrival so you don't have to wait next year. Visit them in Warsaw or Silver Lake or online at SplendorBoatsWarsaw.com. Splendor Boats, a small family business for big family fun.
The kickoff on tonight's game is coming up. For a final word before tonight's game on the Tiger Insider on News Now Warsaw, here's Roger.
When the Tigers gain a first down tonight, it scores a donation for the kids in Kosciuszko County. For every Warsaw first down this season, Alderfer Bergen & Company will donate $2 to the Kosciuszko County Riley Kids Fund through the Kosciuszko Community Foundation. Alan Alderfer and Mike Bergen started the fund to help parents in Kosciuszko County who take their children to Riley Hospital for Children with expenses like gas, food, and lodging. Alderfer Bergen & Company, Financial Planning, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderferbergen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. You've been listening to the Tiger Insider on News Now Warsaw. Stay tuned. The kickoff is just 10 minutes away, Warsaw and Concord, and we've got it next on News Now Warsaw.
Are you looking for a local bank that has your best interests in mind? Crossroads is that bank, and they're happy to serve friends and neighbors. Please visit crossroadsbanking.com or stop in to visit in person in Columbia City, North Manchester, Peru, South Whitley, Syracuse, Wabash, or Warsaw. You can also find Crossroads Bank on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Where your bank and your life meet, Crossroads Bank.
Pass interference, offsides. All bad things in football. Spotty dishes, rust stains, dry skin and hair. All bad bad things when it comes to your water. Rab Water Systems All-Star Team can help eliminate your water penalties. Home of the non-electric Connecticut, which provides clean, clear water 24/7 without electricity. Call or visit rabwater.com to fix your water.
I am a Colts fan.
I'm a Bears fan, and you out there are Warsaw Tiger fans.
Whoever you root for, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future. So if you're a Colts fan, a Tiger fan, a Bears fan, or a fan of any other team,
Except the Patriots. Alder Bergen can be the head coach of your financial planning team.
Alder Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street in Warsaw, and online at alderbergen.com.
Your neighborhood Auto Value Auto Parts store is part of a large Midwest-based company committed to the values of honesty and integrity in all of our transactions. From Detroit to Madison, from Chicago to Marquette. We have you covered. Selection, quality, knowledgeable staff, name brands, and with competitive pricing and fast direct-to-home shipping, you can easily get back to doing what you love, working on your ride. Come see us at your Auto Value Auto Parts store today.
It's game time. Warsaw Tiger Football on News Now Warsaw is brought to you by
Splendor Boats, Crossroads Bank, Rab Water, JBC and Associates, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Ott Schroeder State Farm Insurance, Alder Bergen and Company, The Glass Doctor, The Spectacle Shop, Reinhold's Town Square Furniture, R&B Car Company, Rock Hill Pinnock, Nissan of Warsaw, Travis McConnell Law Office, and Auto Wares.
And now for the call of tonight's game, here's Roger Grossman and Will Shepard.
Warsaw Tiger football is on the air tonight from Soggy Fisher Field in Warsaw. It's the 60th meeting between the Warsaw Tigers and the Concord Minutemen. It's great to be with you here on a chilly and rainy evening. It was not supposed to rain today. It's been that misty rain almost all day long. Again, this is the 60th meeting in the series that goes back to 1964. Concord leads the series 30-29. Going back to the 2004 matchup, Concord has won 13 of the last 18 against Warsaw. Tigers won into Dunlap in Week 4 last year and shut out the Minutemen 19-0 after losing there the year before in a game for the Northern Lakes Conference Championship 26-22. The last time Concord came to Fisher Field was in the 2020 season when the Tigers posted a 35-17 win to clinch a share of the NLC title. The two coaches, Bart Curtis in his 33rd season, a record of 243-117, 42-15 in 6 years here in Warsaw, and Craig Kaler, who was the defensive coordinator under Tim Dawson for a long, long time, now the head coach in his 9th season, a record of 58-30. Going back to Coach Curtis, the Northwood and Bethel grad with 243 wins, now 8th among active coaches, tied for 29th all-time in Indiana football history, and his 42 wins here at Warsaw put him tied for 3rd on the all-time Tiger win list with Bill Goshert, who won 42 from 1956 to 1964. We're looking at the starting lineups for tonight's football game. Starting for Warsaw on offense, Quentin Brock will be the quarterback. Reed Zollinger will be in the backfield. The wings will be Lucas Ransbottom and Ethan Egoff. Grady Nolan will be the wideout, and Nathan Rosas will be the tight end. Offensive line left to right, Wyatt Dawson, Javion Lawson, Braxton Daniels starts at center tonight, Cameron Kaufman, and Chase Carl. The defensive front four for Concord, Camden Bonds, Cody Byler, Cameron Lewis, and Christopher Adams. They go 238 pounds per man in that 4-3 front, 1 senior, 3 juniors. The middle linebacker, as we talked about, is Jerron Thomas. Outside linebackers are Milo Martinez and Joseph Moon. The safeties are Bo Brunner and Lake Simeon. And the cornerbacks are Kamari Jackson and Ernest Jennings. The starting offense for Concord, Hudson Glantz is the quarterback. Jerron Thomas, the halfback. The wideouts, as they go 4 wide pretty much every play, Charisse Brevard, Torrin Day, Reed Gill, and Michael Campanello. The offensive line left to right, Cody Byler, James Wilson, Cameron Lewis, Donovan Arnold, and Brennan Rumble. The defensive front three for the Tigers in their 3-5 look. They have Nathan Rosas, Mason Gabrich, and Isaac Beam along the front. The linebackers are Jet Woodward, Cohen Heddy, Corbin Johnston, and Eric Pohl. Safeties are Ethan Egoff and Daylor Villama. And the corners are Leighton Isbell, and Tristan Wilson gets his second start over there on the edge. Those are the lineups. We'll come back and get things started. Warsaw and Concord from Fisher Field in the home opener, and it gets started next on News Now Warsaw.
Colliers Heating and Air has long been known for quality and integrity. Quality in their line of Lennox heating and air systems, and integrity in the way they've been doing business in our community for the last 36 years. So when they say they have a Lennox heating and air system for your home with $1,500 rebates, along with up to $2,000 off the dealer list price, you can take them at their word. Lennox quality and Colliers integrity. Trust Colliers.com.
This is Kosciuszko County weather for meteorologist Matt Rudkin on News Now Warsaw.
Good evening, I'm Matt Rudkin. I hope you had a great week. It was a short week for many of us. As we kick off the weekend, it'll be on a brighter note. Mostly cloudy tonight, temperatures in the 50s, but sunshine returns for tomorrow. Sticks around for Sunday as well. High temperatures this weekend in the middle 70s with overnight lows in the 50s. No major heat showing up in the extended forecast. Have a good one. I'm Matt Rudkin.
Right now it's 63 degrees.
Get breaking news and weather alerts on your phone. Text the word news to 574-268-1480. News Now Warsaw, WRSW, 1480 AM and W259BJ, 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
Before we go any farther, Warsaw Athletics wants to thank their generous corporate sponsors for the 2023-2024 school year, and the following premier sponsors who make live video streaming of Tiger home sporting events free on the Tiger Broadcast Network YouTube channel in cooperation with us, News Now Warsaw. Sim Financial, Faust Landscaping, Boggs Automotive, Summers Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, and Lakeside Chevrolet. So if you want to go to YouTube, type in, do a search for the Tiger Broadcast Network, and you'll see the live video of this game and our call of it, and the sponsors from the radio. All will be there for your listening pleasure throughout the evening. At the moment, the rain has stopped. However, it feels like at any moment it could start raining again. Most of the rain that we saw on the radar today didn't even show up. Right? It was a very today, but it is feeling more like the first home weekend in October than it is the first weekend at home in September. The alumni that made the trip back here to Warsaw are lined up along the tunnel coming out of the southwest corner. Here come the Tigers through the gate. They are being greeted and patted on the shoulders by former Warsaw football players who have come back tonight. And the Tigers, for the first time here in 2023, run onto the field in their black uniforms with the orange numbers, their black helmets with white numbers on one side. Concord will make their way around and enter from the southeast gate. They're in all-white uniforms. They have green numbers and green on their white helmets. That's a different look for Concord. Usually they have green pants with their white shirts and dark green numbers and green helmets, but they are all white here as they make their way around to the southeast corner. The wind is going to be a factor tonight, although I don't know either of these teams, the way they have operated through the first 3 weeks of the season, are going to throw it a lot. It certainly is going to matter in the kicking game. With the field turf, Will Shepard, how much will the wet conditions play a factor in being able to handle the ball? There's no mud, there's no any of that, but what things are these guys going to have to go through tonight?
No, you got to make sure that you towel off if you are the long snapper or short snapper. The holder's got to have as dry a hands as possible. It will become, I think, a factor, especially early, and depending upon if we get any more moisture, it may, cause problems later on.
We're waiting for the captains as the clock at the south end goes to zeros. 2 flags flying down at the south end. The one is the American flag. The one just below that on the pole to the east of it is the number 77 of David Fribley. That name may not be familiar to you. David Fribley was a Warsaw Tiger football player who was an outstanding football player, and he was the first American casualty in the war in Iraq. He saw what happened on September 11th, like we all did, was horrified by it, angered by it, signed up, and went over there and died in service to his country. So his number 77 will fly here at Fisher Field forever. The captains are now meeting at the middle of the field, shaking hands, and our officiating crew is monitoring this. The fake. They've already done the coin toss. Everybody knows what's going to happen here. We just don't know. The referee going over some last-minute instructions as fans make it to their seats here. And Warsaw, once again, has won the toss and deferred. They are 4-0 this season when it comes to the toss. So that's fantastic. Warsaw will kick off. And I believe they'll have the wind at their back the way that worked out here in the opening half. So Mason Smythe, who already has kicked off more than half of his kickoffs this season in the end zone, will have about a 15-mile-an-hour breeze at his back to do it again. We have not had the national anthem yet. So the fans here are standing for that.
We'll honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
The color guard now making its way from the end zone out to the 50-yard line.
Command Sergeant Major Samuel King. The American flag cadet is Captain Charles Sexton. The Indiana flag is held by Cadet Staff Sergeant Connor Phoenix. Second rifle, Cadet First Lieutenant Jason Cunningham. Fans, as they approach the field and leave the field after the national anthem, please remain standing until the color guard has completely exited the field.
Color guard right now at the 35-yard line. American flag in the middle of the 2 other flags. And now they will turn toward the home stands. The band is not out here because of the weather tonight.
We shall now honor our country.
And now here's our national anthem. Our national anthem. We have a new sound system that plays. The color guard now will make its way off the south side of the field. They will exit out the northwest gate. Lots of alumni home, including our good friend Rob Reneker, who would be here for this anyway. But you remember his brother Randy passed away a couple of weeks ago. The memorial service is tomorrow, and our thoughts and prayers continue to be with the Reneker family, including the one who's the head of the chain gang across the way. That is a family tradition going back decades that a Reneker has been on the chain gang, and that continues to be the case again this football season. Fans are huddled up. Lots of hats out today because of the rain, although at the moment, no rain is present. It is that misty, cloudy, negative feeling kind of a day, and hopefully it will be a cleanly played football game here at Fisher Field. So the Tigers are going to kick off. Concord will receive the opening kick, and right away, a nervous moment. As we talked about with Coach Curtis in the pregame show, this is a nervous moment because Concord has lots of speed from lots of different guys, and you want to make sure that they don't run this one back. Wind still blowing from north to south at about 15 miles an hour. Mason Smythe will have the wind at his back for this opening kickoff. The Minutemen with some last-minute instructions from their special teams unit before we get things going. Next week, Northwood will be here, back-to-back home games, 6:15 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff for the big game between the Tigers and the Panthers. And then 2 weeks from tonight, go to Mishawaka for the big showdown with Keith Kinder and Bart Curtis, Warsaw and Mishawaka. We're ready to go. We hope that you are ready, whether you're listening around here or whether you're listening in Muncie or Bloomington or West Lafayette or Indianapolis. Wherever you are taking the broadcast and however you are taking it in, we are glad that you are alongside. Some confusion as Smythe runs the ball. Concord did not have their people in the right spot. It doesn't matter. Smythe kicks it 10 yards deep into the end zone. It's a touchback, and Concord will take over first down and 10. Hudson Glantz, their junior quarterback, will run onto the field first here for the Minutemen. Concord will go first down and 10. From their 20, they choose to put the ball on the left hash mark. That's the side closest to our sideline. And Glantz will come all the way to the far side of the formation to yell out the play. They will have, they're going with two tight ends here in this formation, and they've got a wing on the left. Glantz on first and 10 from the 20. Long count. Takes the snap. Oh, he fakes to the guy who went the wrong way. That's going to be a loss of 4 yards in the play. He was going to give the ball to Thomas on his left side, and Thomas went to the right, and Glantz had nowhere to go but backwards.
I noticed that the get-offs for the front three were outstanding. They look like they're ready to play, Roger.
So loss of 4, and it's second down and 14. Just getting started. That's the first play from scrimmage here at Fisher Field this evening. Glantz gets the play from the sidelines, looks down at his wristband. He's got Thomas directly behind him. Another long count, and he will hand off to Thomas, and he gets hit right at the line of scrimmage and dives forward for a yard. Cohen Hetty and Corbin Johnston on the stop. It'll be third down and 13 coming up for Concord here in the opening possession of the game.
It's important for the Tigers to keep him in jail here, just can't give up a first down on this first drive.
They've got 4 wideouts. 1, 2, 3. They have 3 wideouts. The quarterback is all the way to the sideline to get the play. Play clock at 15. Now it's at 10, and now they're just getting organized. Glantz will have to hurry him to the line of scrimmage. Play clock at 6, 5, 4, third down and 13. Claps his hands, takes the snap. Looking right, blitz coming. He'll roll away from Woodward. Looking down the field, throws over the middle, got a man open. It's Brevard at the 15, makes a man miss at the 20, 25. He's got a first down out to the 32-yard line. What a throw by Glantz, who was running hard to his right, being chased, and threw it back over the middle perfectly to Charisse Brevard, who makes the catch, and it's a first down after the gain of 14 yards. Impressive. From the 32. Glantz now has Thomas to his left. On the near hash mark. Glantz with a number 4 on his helmet. Gives to Thomas up the middle, and he's tripped up as he got through the hole. They're going to mark him down at the 33, so that's a gain of a yard. Second down and 9 coming up. Concord's numbers are on their helmets. They used to have the green helmets with the white picture of the Minuteman on the side. Now they have almost like fluorescent, shiny numbers in green on the side. Second down and 9. Ball inside the near hash mark at the Concord 33. 2.5 minutes in. No score as of yet. Glance has Thomas to his right this time. And he'll take the snap. He'll fake the handoff. He's going to run to his right. He's going to look downfield. He's being chased by Rosas. He'll throw to the middle. Throws high and incomplete. His intended target was Torrin Day, but he had Tigers all around him. And so that really was the best result for Concord. It's third down and 9.
The pressure needs to continue by the guys on the edge, Johnston and Hetty. Those guys that are bringing the heat need to keep him in jail.
It's hard to do because he gets to the outside. You don't know whether you should go up and try to stop him or stay with the guy that you're on. Third down and 9 for Concord from their 33. Thomas behind Glance. Long count, takes the snap. He will hand off up the middle. Thomas gets hit at the line. He'll dive forward for 2 yards out to the 34-yard line. Woodward was on the stop, but Rosas was there too. It's fourth down, and the punt team comes on for Concord.
Gang tackling against a big, strong back like Concord has is going to be important tonight.
And the punt will be taken by Rafa Sabas. 4 punts this year for an average of 41.0. Daylor Villama, who has not returned a punt yet, he has 4 fair catches, stands back at his 30-yard line. Sabas kicking into the wind, low snap, and he'll get it away. He'll just punch it down the field, bounces at the Tiger 45, and everybody from the Tigers runs away from it. It rolls inside the 35 and is touched up at the 33-yard line. So, 1 first down for Concord, and they have to give up the football with 8:17 left to play here in the opening quarter. Warsaw with their first chance at it at their own 33 in a scoreless game to this point. Warsaw offense on the field for the first time tonight. 41 points a week ago. Sophomore quarterback Quinton Brock in there. We'll tell you more about Drew Sullivan in case you've missed the news. Brock under center, and he will hand off up the middle to Zollinger, who will punch it across the 35 to the 36. That's a gain of 3 yards. Sullivan had surgery last week on that ankle. They found that the ligament had come away from the bone, and so they went in and fixed that. He got out of the cast in about 3 or 4 days. He's in a walking boot. He was actually throwing passes at practice yesterday. Now, he's still got a month before he's ready to go, so his availability before the regular season is over is unknown. And they will try Zollinger up the middle. No, I checked that. Brock will keep it. And he'll get a yard to the 37-yard line. And it's third down and 6 coming up for the Tigers. They have to get the ball to the 43. 7.5 minutes left to play. Opening quarter, no score. This is Warsaw's first possession. By the way, Warsaw has not punted yet this season in 3 games. Brock under center, ball near the far hash mark. Wide side of the field is right. Brock back to throw. Quick throw to the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Almost was intercepted. He was looking for Grady Nolan on the slant, but the pass was about 2 feet out in front of him, and it was almost intercepted on the play by Ernest Jennings for Concord. It's a 3-and-out for Warsaw. For the first time this season, they will line up to punt. Mason Smythe will punt for the Tigers. He'll hit this ball from about his 25-yard line. And the Tigers trying to make sure that they have the right guys in the right places. And the flag is down. And they're pointing to the Warsaw sideline. Illegal participation. I think the Tigers had too many people on the field. It felt like they had too many people on the field. I didn't want to take time to count it because I thought they might snap the ball and then I'd be in trouble. So that'd be a 5-yard penalty against the Tigers. And now Smythe will back up and catch this ball hopefully about his 17 and kick it from about the 20. Brevard back deep. Good snap back to him. And the kick is away. It's a high wobbly kick coming to the near sidelines. Lands the Concord 45. Spins and will be touched up at the Concord 42. Exactly 7 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. Still no score, Warsaw and Concord.
I believe the object of the Smythe punt will be directional tonight. I don't believe they want to punt it right to the Concord return man.
No, not at all. I will confirm that. That was a great concern of Warsaw's coming into this game, was giving up a special team score or even setting up a touchdown with the Concord special teams. Concord's got the ball. Exactly 7 minutes left to play here in the opening period. No score. Concord with it. They got one first down in their first possession, and now they'll start from the 42, and they run Thomas up the middle, and he'll plow forward across the 45-yard line. They will mark him down at the 45, so that's a gain of 3 for the 6'2", 195-pound junior running back, who came into the game through 3 games, averaging 142 yards rushing per game. Even in the loss last week, he had 20 carries for 156 yards and the 2 Concord touchdowns. Second down and 7. Ball right in front of us here at the Concord 45-yard line. Glantz, spelled G-L-A-N-T-Z. Takes a snap at the 40, fakes the handoff, quick throw to Brevard out to the far side. He's hit by Egoff, gets away from another man, gets across the 50-yard line. He'll be knocked down inbounds at the Tiger 49-yard line, a yard short of the first down. That is a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
It's what Concord likes to do, Roger. They like to get out in space and make you tackle. You cannot leave your feet before you make contact. You got to finish the tackle.
And Brevard, Egoff had a real shot at him, but Egoff, as Coach Shepard said, left his feet, and Egoff was able to get away from him and get 5 more yards. 3rd down and 1. And they will fake the handoff and throw it out to Brevard. Out in the near flat, he gets away from one man. He's hit by the second. He'll go down, but he'll get a first down for Concord to the Tiger 47-yard line. So that is a gain of 2 yards and moves the chains. Concord's second first down here of the opening quarter. 5:30 left to play in the period. Concord with their second possession of the game. Both teams punted on their first possession. That's news for Warsaw because that's the first time they have punted this season. Glantz with the ball in the near hash mark. Wide side of the field is the right side of the formation. They've got 2 wideouts on that side. Thomas to the left of Glantz. He'll take the handoff, try the middle, and he'll be grabbed from behind by Gabrich with help from Hetty and others to get no gain on the play. So second down and the full 10 coming up. In the middle of that line, held up pretty well. They've done a good job against Thomas so far. 5 carries, 7 yards.
Recognizing where number 1, Brevard, is on the line of scrimmage, off the line of scrimmage, recognizing where he's at's important.
Camden Bonds is in there as a wing. He's almost like a tight end. Glantz, quick throw to the middle, fires, tipped, and incomplete. Intended over the middle for Brevard. He got a hand on it, and Michael Campanello was behind him and almost was able to get to it. It's 3rd down and 10 coming up for Concord at the Tiger 47.
A little bit of alligator arms by number 1, but you can understand that. That ball was way too high for him.
Hey, even though he's not here, Theo Catras, Brevard remembers. Those guys know, right? They're waiting for headhunters back in that Tiger secondary. 3rd down and 10 for Concord at the Tiger 47. Glantz fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, screen back to the near side. It went right through Thomas's hands at the 50-yard line and is incomplete. They had it set up. Gabrich had read it, but there was a blocker that probably would have cleaned him up, and that could have been a big play. As it is now, it's 4th down, and the Concord offense is staying on the field.
I believe one of the Concord offensive linemen accidentally on purpose held our defensive end. It was tragic.
4th down. 4th down for Concord, and the offense is staying on the field, and they are going to go for it. From the Tiger 47, about 3 yards inside the line. Nope, Glantz is going to back up, and he's going to short kick it down the field. Warsaw didn't have anybody back. It's going to land at the 15, roll toward the far sideline, inside the 10, to the 9, to the 8-yard line, and down to the 7. So the Tigers get off the field on defense again with 4:04 left to play here in the opening quarter. Still scoreless. And 3 punts here, which I don't think any of us thought was something that we would see during this game. It was a lot of punting, but that's what we've seen so far, and the Tigers will take over from the 7-yard line.
Roger, I like the play call by the Concord staff, that bootleg screen. If the kid would have caught it, could have been a play if he got to the outside.
From the far hash mark, ball at the 7-yard line. Quentin Brock under center. Option play is going to keep it. Turn up field, backs his way across the 10-yard line to the 11. So that'll be a gain of 4 and a first down carry for the Tiger quarterback, who hasn't carried it a lot so far this season. That's his 39th carry for 97 yards. Second down and 6 coming up for the Tigers at their 11. Tigers have the win at their back here in the opening quarter. Again, ball on the far hash mark. Wide side of the field is right. Brock, option play, hands off up the middle. Zollinger, he'll get to the outside, 25. He's to the 30 and knocked out of bounds in the Concord bench. And they will mark him out right at the 30-yard line. That's a first down for Warsaw, a gain of 19 for Zollinger.
Chase Carl with an outstanding block on that play to allow Zollinger to get down the field.
Tigers' first down of the game. 3:27 left to play in the quarter. No score. Warsaw and Concord here on a soggy Fisher Field. Again, ball on the left hash mark. Option play. Zollinger again. Big hole. 25 or 35, 40. He's all the way out near the 45-yard line. They give him to the 45. 15 more yards for the 5'8", 195-pound senior Reed Zollinger. And look at this. Tigers running to the line of scrimmage, getting a play from the sidelines, trying to put the heat on this Concord defense. 2 good running plays up the middle for Warsaw. Brock and company from the far hash mark at their 45. Option play left, and Brock's going to keep it, and he fumbled the football, and it's picked up by Concord. Brock was standing straight up when he got hit. The ball went right down the front of him, and the Tigers turn it over again with 2:59 left to play in the quarter. Their first turnover of the game. Right? Hold on. Yes, it is Concord football.
Just when you get momentum, the fumble bug has showed up again.
I can't. It's just carelessness. I mean, Quentin Brock knows he can't be straight up at the point of attack. He's got to be able to get down. He did not, and the Tigers have turned it over at their 44. Concord basically gets it back where they had it a minute ago when they had to punt. Glantz fakes the handoff, rolls out, dumps it. He's got a man. It's a Torrin Day, and Day to the near sidelines would be pushed out of the bounds into the Warsaw bench. But I believe he got enough for a first down. They're going to mark him at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 12 yards on that pass play and another Concord first down.
We need to come up with a turnover or a big play ourselves here. We don't need Concord getting any momentum, Roger.
You know, I've said for a long time, high school football teams that can run screen plays, those are special teams. And Concord is one of those kinds of teams. 2:51 left to play, opening quarter. Concord's got the ball at the Tiger 32-yard line. Glance will fake the handoff. It's reversed to Brevard. He's got room. 30, 25, 20. The far side 15. Gets hit and goes down at the 14-yard line. An 18-yard run for Charisse Brevard on the reverse. And the Minutemen are inside the Tiger red zone.
Roger, anytime you line up with two wings like that, you've got to be really disciplined on the backside. You can't just fly at first movement, and that's what happened with Warsaw's defense.
.229 left to play in the quarter. Concord threatening after the Tiger turnover. They've got the ball at the 14-yard line at the north end of Fisher Field. Glance. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He got hit, he got away. He'll throw it toward the corner of the end zone, and it's going to be well out of bounds. And the wind blew that ball way off course. There were two potential receivers out in that neighborhood, but neither of them were anywhere near. That ball landed in the 5th lane of the track. 2nd down and 10.
I'm impressed with the quarterback's escapability. He's got really quick feet.
Shifty. He's a shifty guy, isn't he? 2nd down from the 14. Glance has Brevard directly behind him this time. They fake the handoff. They're going to dump the ball, tipped in the air, and it's incomplete. Rosas didn't know what had happened there. They faked the handoff and tried to dump it over the middle. I think Rosas got a hand on it. It's 3rd down and 10 now from the 14.
It's a nice play. Again, the screen game with the wingbacks is a problem. They get washed. They're tough to see. You just have to remain disciplined.
3rd and 10 on the right hash mark. Wide side of the field is the near side. It's his field goal range. Sabas can make one from here. Glance back to throw, looking short, being blitzed, and he's going down back at the 25-yard line. Cohen Hetty has 2.5 sacks on the season. He gets his first of the night. That's a huge loss of 11 yards back to the 25-yard line, and it's 4th down. Now, I don't think that this is in field goal range at all for Sabas, and they are likely to go for it.
This is an interesting call right here. Ball sitting on the 25-yard line. That's a long-distance kick for most high school kickers.
Well, it'd be a 42-yard field goal try into the wind. So going for it is the logical play. Concord, however, is going to take time out. 1:17 left in the quarter. No score. We're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
I'm your neighbor. You see me at Optimist, you see me at church, you see me at the grocery store. I'm just a regular guy with a law degree who has the know-how to get you to win. I'm Travis McConnell, your personal injury lawyer. With millions of dollars won for clients, call me. I'll give you my personal cell, and we can start working together. The initial call's always free. I handle all types of injuries, falls, crashes, defective products, and more. Call me today, Travis McConnell, your personal injury lawyer. Just say, hey, Google, look up the law office of Travis McConnell. Office, Warsaw.
Now, back to the Warsaw Tigers on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
4th down for Concord at the Tiger 25. It is 4th down and 21. And Sabas is out there. He's going to try a field goal. At least that's what they're lining up for. His long field goal of the season is 36, and that's the only one he made in the 4 tries that he's taken. And he's kicking into a pretty stiff reach. Warsaw's got people spread out all over the place just in case it's a fake. Good snap. Spot is down. The kick is up. It's sailing toward the goalpost, and it is no good. Short and wide to the left. And the Tiger defense has done it again, Will Shepard, with 1:12 to go in the quarter. After a Warsaw turnover, they rise up and allow nothing.
I have to give a lot of credit to the defensive coordinator. Jake's doing a great job of coming with different blitzes, different angles, different gaps, and the heady play on the quarterback sack was just great.
Why was that great? What did he do
You just take a scoring opportunity away from a team that you just don't need to give any momentum to the Minutemen. You know, now we're still locked in a scoreless game, and we can take control right here.
1:12 left in the quarter from the 20-yard line after the missed field goal. They'll try the middle. Zollinger will get 4 yards to the 24-yard line. Warsaw will have to snap it one more time before the end of the period.
I find it interesting that they back up their middle linebacker so far just to allow him really good angles on the fullback.
I'm going to ask you about that after they run this next play. Option play left, Zollinger to the middle again, across the 25 to the 26. Why? Why would they do that?
Well, you don't want to get your best player involved in the trash. You want to give him room to be able to make a read and use his athleticism to stymie a fullback.
20 seconds to go in the quarter. Warsaw does not look inclined to run a play here before the end of the period. They don't have to. Mark Curtis pointing to the clock at the far end, and we're through one quarter. Warsaw nothing. Concord nothing. We'll start quarter 2 in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Elliot's Custom Trailers and Carts invites you this fall to the widest variety of custom trailers and golf carts in northern Indiana. Elliot's Custom Trailers and Carts is the northern Indiana authorized dealer for E-Z-Go personal golf carts, the #1 golf cart in the world. Also check out their new line of 4- and 6-seat Mad Jacks carts. Plus you can get financing on any cart through Sheffield Financial LLC. Hurry in for the best season-ending prices with an extra $250 off. Elliot's Custom Trailers and Carts, US 30 East Warsaw, where you are always a winner.
Welcome to the spa, Mrs. Williamson. Ready for your manicure?
And your beauty treatment?
And your massage?
Mommy, wake up.
Honey, did you get my shirts from the dry cleaners?
Oh, I knew I was dreaming.
Escape to the spa every day in your own bathroom with an elegant glass shower and tub enclosure designed by the specialists at Glass Doctor. All for less than you might think. Visit glassdoctor.com today to receive a free copy of our design and installation guide.
This is the Warsaw Tigers Sports Network, 99.7 FM, 1480 AM, NewsNowWarsaw.com, and the News Now Warsaw app.
End of one. Concord nothing. Warsaw nothing. Tigers face a 3rd down and 4 from their own 26 as we start quarter 2. Roger Grossman, Will Shepard, Austin Elder with you. We are so glad that you are with us on a Friday. We know a lot of you were planning on coming tonight, and maybe the cold and rain kept you home. We totally get that. That's why we come to the games to do that for you. 3rd down and 4. On the far hash mark, wide side of the field is the left side of the formation. And they will run it up the middle. And Zollinger will get a couple more yards. Actually, 1 yard to the 27-yard line. And Bart Curtis contemplating his next move. I'm sure he's already made it. They are calling an offensive play. From their own 27-yard line, 4th down and 3, Warsaw will go for it. Zollinger behind Quentin Brock. Concord starting to amass at the line of scrimmage. Hard count. Brock looks to the right, looks to the left, 10 on the play clock. And now Warsaw's going to take time out. 11:18 left to play here in the quarter. Warsaw and Concord are scoreless when we come back in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
It's that time of year again. Football is back, and soon it's time to sign up for the open enrollment of Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part D drug plans, and individual health care plans through the Affordable Care Act. Contact JBC and Associates to update new plan designs and find out about increased subsidies to help reduce marketplace premiums. Call John at 574-527-1295. Call with any questions and be ready to sign up for the Medicare plans beginning October 15th and for individual health care plans on November 1st. Go Tigers!
Michiana, you're approved. Need a new ride when everyone says no way? You're approved. This is Wade with Nissan of Warsaw. Low credit score? I don't care. You're approved. I have the power to say yes to everyone. And with my You're Approved process, $500 down, bam, you're approved. What do you need? Current pay stub, photo ID, and proof of where you live, along with 4 friends that'll tell us how amazing you are. And bam, you're approved. To start the process, call us at 574-267-5850. NissanofWarsaw.com, TradeWithWade.com. You're approved.
Tiger Talk, presented by R&B Car Company. Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. on News Now Warsaw.
4th down and 3 Tigers from the 27 in their own end. Brock under center. Option play. Zollinger pushes forward, and he got the first down. And when I say he pushes forward, Quinn Brock got behind him and literally shoved him the final 2 yards. He gets 4. First down Tigers, their 3rd of the game.
Let's identify that as a big play in this first half.
Yes, sir. They gave the ball to Zollinger, and almost like they were playing choo-choo train, Quentin grabbed a hold of his hips and just said, keep going, Reed, just keep going. From the 31. 10:55 left to play first half. No score. Option play left. Pitch back. Oh, and Ransbottom gets hammered back at the 25-yard line. Lake Simeon came flying by from his safety position on a blitz and hit him for a loss of 6 yards.
I find the alignment for Concord interesting. They walk their outside linebackers up out of their 4-3 scheme right to the edge of the defensive ends, and their middle linebacker is 7.5 yards off the football, and they're athletic, and so far we haven't been able to control line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 16 now for the Tigers. Brock drops to throw. Looking, he's under pressure. Throws to the near side, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 30-yard line. Milo Martinez picked it off. Brock panicked, to be honest, and he threw a blind pass right in the middle of the Concord coverage. And the Tigers have turned it over again with 10:06 to play in the second quarter, and they once again have a chance to take the lead.
The Tiger defense is going to be challenged right here with terrible field position and a sophomore mistake, and you're going to have to your goal here is to make them try to kick a field goal at the worst. You just want to keep them out of the end zone.
Concord will start from their from the Tiger 23-yard line, still scoreless. 10:06 left to play here, and starting from the Tiger 26. And this will be a reverse. Brevard trying to get around the corner, being chased. He gets hit and gets knocked into the Tiger sideline at the 23-yard line. Officially, that is a gain of 2 yards. 2nd down and 8 coming up for Concord as we pass 10 minutes left to play here in the opening half.
Formation recognition by the Tigers is going to be important all night. That was a very tight formation by the Concord Minutemen, and it seemed like the Tigers were, ready and did a nice job of not allowing the flanker to get a big gain.
2nd down and 8 for Concord. And they will fake the reverse, and Glantz will keep it. He'll be grabbed by the shirt, and Rosas won't let him go. He'll get a yard down to the 20. No, check that. No gain on the play where they mark the ball. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Warsaw's done a pretty good job, Coach, on 1st and 2nd downs. They got to win 3rd down here.
Yeah, I think the goal here should be putting the quarterback on the ground. I think obviously knowing where Brevard is going to line up in this formation is going to be critical. And it comes down to communication on defense. You got to talk. You got to, recognize the formation.
Play clock down to 7 as Concord gets the line of scrimmage. Now 4, now 3. They may have to burn another timeout. Craig Kaler marches up the sidelines to get the play off. Play action fake. Glantz being chased to the backfield. He's going to throw it on the run. Intercepted! It's intercepted by Egoff. 25, 30, out to the 32. Pressure on the quarterback, and he threw a bad pass. And Egoff stepped in front of it, and the Tigers have it right back with 8:24 in the half in a scoreless game.
great job by Egoff. He recognized, number one, running a drag route over the middle, and he stepped in front. Just a really nice job.
Can I say it again without sounding like a broken record? The Tiger defense has done it again. The offense gave them bad field position and a bad deal to work with. And the defense just said, no, we'll just don't worry, Brock. We'll get it back for you. 8:24 left to play here in the first half. Egoff with the pick. Tigers at their 32. Quinn Brock under center. Zollinger behind him. And they run Zollinger up the middle. He'll bounce off. Come to the near side. 40. Blockers in front. 45. Turns up field. 50. 45, 40. 35. And down he goes. All the way to the 35-yard line for the Warsaw Tigers.
For whatever reason, Chase Carl was aligned a little bit differently than he has the whole game. I don't know if that makes a difference, but obviously we got a big play out of it to his side.
They mark him down at the 35, so there's 10, 20, 33 yards on the game. Yes, sir. Good job, Austin. You're on it. 8 minutes to go. Tigers with their best play of the game so far. Brock will keep it, and he'll be tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Camden Bonds on the stop. Second down at 10 for the Tigers. 7:48 left to play first half. The Collier's Family of Brands halftime show is coming up, so stay tuned for that. Feels like we just started the game, but here we are almost to halftime. It's a loss of a half a yard, so officially it's no gain. Don't worry about Austin. You don't have to change anything. Second down and 10. Tigers get the play from the side. Play clock at 12 as they get settled in at the line of scrimmage. Ball in the near hash mark. Brock, option play, pitches back. Ransbottom turns the corner, cuts back. Oh, leaps over a man at the 32-yard line, and they will mark him down to the 31-yard line. So that would be a gain of 4. Well, no, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Well, look at that. They gave him all the way to the 29-yard line. So mark that as a gain of 6. Third down and 4. Third down and 4 Tigers. Ball in the near hash mark. Wide side of the field is the right side of the formation. Warsaw heading toward the north end of Fisher Field with the wind blowing in their faces at the moment. Brock settles his team, takes the snap, and whistles sound, and flags fly. And there was some movement on the Tiger side, I believe. Yep, illegal procedure against the Tigers. 3rd and 4 becomes 3rd down and 9. And this team offensively continues to hurt itself more than the other teams are hurting it. Even if they get no closer, you're looking at another 51, 52-yard field goal into the wind. Not likely. So what you're hoping for is like 5 yards to give yourself a better chance. Or just Zollinger just busted into the end zone. From here, that'd be fine. From the 34, 3rd down and 9. Brock. Real handoff up the middle. There goes Zollinger. 25-20. Inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 17 yards for Zollinger. The quick hitter up the middle, Coach, has been big here in the second quarter.
Yeah, the center's doing just a wonderful job of controlling his gap, and Z is just hitting it real quick, and that's what you want.
And by the way, that's Williamson that's in there at center. He did not start the game, but he's in there now. 6 minutes exactly to play second quarter. No score, Warsaw and Concord. There goes Zollinger again. Oh, he gets hit hard. Bonds spins him down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 3. Zollinger, no problem, gets back to the huddle. Tigers looking to break the ice here. Warsaw with 2 turnovers and a punt in their first 3 possessions. This drive started at their 32 after the interception by Egoff. And now it's 2nd down and 7 from the Concord 15. Brock, option play, pitches back. Oh, and Isbell lost the handle on it. He falls on it back at the 17. That's a loss of 2. There was nothing wrong with the pitch there. That was just Isbell dropping the football, and now it's 3rd down and 9.
And it was open.
Oh, yeah. He took a peek down the field to see what was ahead of him, and what was ahead of him was the parking lot. 3rd down and 9, Tigers. Wide side of the field now is the near side. Johnston out here one-on-one against Kamari Jackson. Tight formation. On 3rd down and 9 from the 17. Option play, pitch back, ran spot. Got away from one man, got a block in front. 15, 10, keys to the 5, race to the pylon. He gets pushed out of bounds at the 1-yard line. 1st down and goal, Tigers on a 3rd down conversion of 16 yards for Warsaw.
Well, Mike Curtis, Coach Curtis is making them pay for committing to the middle of the field so much with our outside linebackers. That pitch happened so fast, it was incredible.
1st and goal, Tigers from the 1. On the left hash mark. Right side of the field is the far side. Brock under center. Takes a snap. Quarterback keeper, and I don't think he made it. No, he did not. He did not, because Concord got some good push up the middle. Give credit to Christopher Adams, who didn't make the tackle, but he's the one that pushed Williamson back into the quarterback, Quentin Brock. 2nd and goal from just inside the 1-yard line. Warsaw will take their time. 4:10 left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Scoreless game to this point. Warsaw needs a 1.5 foot. Brock to Zollinger, and he walks into the end zone off the left tackle. However, there is a flag down. Nope, it's going to be illegal procedure against the Tigers, and Bart Curtis is furious. He's almost all the way out to the numbers to make his case.
I can tell you from experience, Concord's staff is in the ears of both the line judge and the umpire about that penalty against Warsaw. They do it every year, and it worked that time.
2nd and goal now from the 6. Actually just outside the 5. Brock, option play, pitch back. Here's Isbell. He's tripped up and goes down at the 3-yard line. Tackled from behind by Thomas, who came from the middle all the way to the far side of the hash marks to make that play. It's a gain of 3, and it sets up 3rd down and goal from the 3. And Isbell wasn't sure he had the ball on that one, or he'd had a easy walk-in touchdown. Now the ball's on the other side of the field. It's on the right hash mark. 3:20 left to play in the half. Tigers certainly in field goal range, but they want more than that. From the 3, Quentin Brock under center. He'll take the handoff. He gives to Zollinger, and Zollinger's into the end zone for a touchdown. Reed Zollinger with his 4th touchdown of the year, and Warsaw has the lead. It's 6-0.
Very impressive play. I think the offensive line did a wonderful job. Daniels and Lawson and Kaufman up front doing great work.
So now Mason Smythe for the extra point. He is 7 out of 7 so far this season. Good snap. Spot is down. Kick is away, and the kick is right down the middle. 3:07 to play. First half. Warsaw 7. Concord nothing. We're back in 60 on News Now Warsaw.
Some things in life are just automatic, like State Farm agent Ott Schroeder, offering great neighbor service plus surprisingly great rates on auto insurance. Actually, if you were to contact Ott right now, you'd find you could have some of those surprisingly great rates and good neighbor service, well, right away, as in automatically. Give Ott Schroeder here in Warsaw a call today. He thinks you'll be automatically happy you did. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Here we go. You know why to go to R&B Car Company, right? 90 days till your first payment, $3,500 minimum for your trade. And with locations in South Bend, Warsaw, and now Fort Wayne, you need to find out why we are where you ought to be. Because financing available with any kind of credit, we got banks that cater to everyone. No matter the need, from compacts to big honking diesels, fast and friendly service, and the best deal bottom line. So shop now and get pre-approved at rbcarcompany.com.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW, 1480 AM and W259BJ, 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
Tigers take the lead, 7-0 on the 3-yard run by Zollinger. Now Smythe the kickoff into about a 15-mile-an-hour breeze, and it doesn't matter. Look at that ball. That's 5 yards deep into the end zone. 2 touchbacks here for Smythe. And with 3:07 left, Concord will have the full 80 yards to go to tie the game.
What a weapon. That is really nice to have to make an offense go 80 yards almost every time.
Pressure on the quarterback. They did not get a sack on that last play of Concord's last possession, but it was just as good. A desperate pass over the middle. Egoff picked it off, ran it to the 32. The Tigers go 68 yards to take the lead. Now with 3:07 left to play in the half, Concord's got the ball from their 20. And Clance will fake the handoff. Throw it quick out to the near side for Brevard. He cuts a field, 25-30, 35-40. He's the 45. He's still in bounds at the 50. Turned around 2 or 3 times before he finally goes down at the Tiger 47-yard line. That's a 33-yard pass play, and Brevard did all of it.
Got to break down. You can't go flying by a kid that athletic and that fast. You have to break down, put your hands on him, and keep your feet.
Another first down for Concord with 2:47 left to play. Here in the first half, Concord has 2 timeouts left. That's Concord's 5th first down of the opening half. Thomas in the backfield behind the quarterback Glantz. And they'll hand it to him. And he'll run it right up the middle across the Tiger 45 and down to the 43. Heading on the stop with help from Woodward. 2nd down and 6 coming up for Concord. Concord's got 2 timeouts left in the game. And a new defensive lineman out there. That's Chase Carl on the defensive side here on 2nd down and 6 to replace Gabrich. Glantz. Hands off to Thomas again. He gets tripped up by Johnston and gets 2 yards down to the 41 with exactly 2 minutes left to play in the half. It'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up for Concord. The Collier's Family of Brands halftime show is coming up, so don't you go anywhere. We'll have the first half scoring from this game, which right now is 1 sentence long. Concord's looking to do something about that. 3rd down and 4. Clance takes the snap. He'll hand off. Thomas just puts his head down and pushes forward, and he'll get right to the 40-yard line. Give him 1 more yard. Timeout will be called here by Concord, I believe. Timeout, Minutemen. 1:27 left to play here in the half. Warsaw leads 7-0 over Concord. We're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
A good night of sleep does wonders for your body, and to get it, a great mattress and adjustable base are a must. Hi, this is Hannah. During the Tempur-Sealy Labor Day sales event at Reinhold's Town Square Furniture in Warsaw, save up to $800 on adjustable base sets from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. Check out reinholdsfurniture.com and hurry into 118 West Main Street in downtown Warsaw today for a limited time savings on the mattress of your dreams.
If it's urgent and you need it now, it's on News Now Warsaw.
Roger Grossman, Will Shepard, our good friend Austin over here, man in the stat computer, doing a great job as he has for the first couple weeks of the season. Concord's offense stays on the field. 1:27 left to play in the half. Ball at the Tiger 40, 4th down and 3. 3 wideouts left, 1 to the short side, which is the near side, and the right side of the formation. Thomas to the right of Glantz. I'd be stunned if they ran the football here. Glantz leans forward on 4th and 3. Takes the snap, drops straight back to throw. Looking, pressure coming. He's down back at the 44. Isaac Beam got held and still got to the quarterback. And the Tigers take over at their 44 with 1:22 to go. Isaac Beam with his 6th sack of the season.
Got the big play from a senior when you need it. Very, very impressive.
That kid is something, isn't he?
I think he can play on the next level, and I would be a college coach that would be interested in his services.
Yeah, I think so. So here comes the offense on the field. Remember, for the fourth straight week, they won the toss. So all they've got to do here is run this clock out, and they'll get to start over to start the half with a full clock and a fresh set of downs. Quentin Brock under center, hands off. Salinger, there he goes. 40, 45, 40, still going. 35, 30, cuts back to the 25, and all the way down to the 18-yard line. Reed Zollinger starts inside, then cuts outside, and goes all the way down to the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the carry for Zollinger. And with 1:05 left, the Tigers still have 2 timeouts, and they are now definitely in field goal range. Whistles and flags fly. And it's illegal procedure again against the Tigers.
That's Ransbottom jumping just a skosh, but a skosh is enough for the official to give us 5 to the negative.
That backs the ball up to the 23. 58 seconds left to play. And again, the Tigers still have 2 timeouts. Clock now runs. Coach Curtis would love to run this down, take a timeout, and kick a field goal to go into halftime up 10-0. That's a goal here. And they're going to run a reverse here. And it's Ransbottom starting to the outside and pushed out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They will mark him down at the 16-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain for Ransbottom. I called that a reverse. It's really a counter. Mason Martz, I know you remember this. Mason Martz ran that better than anybody that we've seen here at Warsaw.
Yes, it's a great play, and it was a great time for Mike to call that. We've got plenty of time, 2 timeouts.
37.6 left before halftime. Brock play action fake, looks, fires to the far side, got a man out there. It's Ransbottom at the 7. He's down to the 5. It'll be first and goal Tigers. Ransbottom on a beautifully thrown ball by Quentin Brock. Makes the catch, and Warsaw calls time with 30 seconds left to play here in the first half. 7-0 Warsaw. We're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon with Rock Hill Pinnock. I had to chuckle the other day because I heard a lawyer on TV say you should come to their firm because they're the attorneys you know. But yet, you've never heard of them except from the television commercials. The attorneys at Rock Hill Pinnock are part of this community. We may help coach your kids at T-ball, see you at a golf match, or simply be your friend or neighbor. If you don't know one of us yet, chances are someone you know does. But whether you know us already or not, we hope you'll give us a call and get to know us as your attorneys. Call 267-6116 for an appointment today. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Your home for Tiger Sports. News Now, Warsaw.
Roger, Will, and Austin with you at Fisher Field on the home opener. We had a lot to talk about here in the first half. Warsaw with a 7-0 lead with 30 seconds left to play, and now first and goal from the 5. They got a first down on that last play. That is their 7th of the first half. Quentin Brock, who made a beautiful throw over a defender, dropped it right into the 5'8", 145-pound Ransbottom, who made the catch and sets up first down and goal from the 5. Brock from the right hash mark. Hands off for Zollinger. Spinning, driving, pushing, gets thrown backwards. He gets thrown backwards. They will give him half a yard. Clock still running, 20 seconds. Warsaw's got a timeout. They're going to go without a huddle. Second and goal. Now the ball near the left hash mark, and they will spike the ball to stop the clock with 11.9 left to play in the half. And now it will be third down.
I believe having a weapon like Smythe is something you don't want to rush and make a mistake here.
No. Actually, Austin, they gave him a yard for that. They gave him all the way to the 4, which I think was very generous, to be honest. So now Warsaw still has a timeout. So they're going to run this play, call timeout, run their kicker out there, unless they get a touchdown. Inside the left hash mark from the 4. Brock pitches back, Rand's bottom, cuts upfield, and he's going to go down at the 4-yard line, and Warsaw takes a timeout with 7 seconds left. They ran that to the short side, and Concord read it and tackled it very well. So it's 4th down, and here comes the field goal unit onto the field for the Tigers.
You know, the way they are lined up, the Thomas kid, number 8, their running back and middle linebacker, he's allowed to just roam to wherever the ball is, and obviously on a pitch play like that, we didn't get anybody to get a piece of him, and he made a great tackle and kept us out of the end zone.
I heard a coach last weekend in the first full weekend of college football. I think you'll appreciate this and enjoy it. He said something to the effect of his best safety, we give him ball GPS. We just tell him wherever the ball is, you just go find it. Whether it's running play, passing play, you just go wherever it is. It's like, okay. I like the coach talking about that.
You got to keep it simple. That's key.
Smythe is going to set up for what is a 21-yard field goal. The hash mark is pretty severe, but he's a right-footed kicker, so his ball moves a little to the right anyway, so this won't be a big problem. Villamot to hold it, Beggar to snap it back to him to give the Tigers a 10-point lead just before halftime. Concord jumped. Concord jumped off sides. So that's going to move the ball forward a couple of yards, and this will be a sub-20-yard field goal attempt. Bart Curtis, I think, is going to not take the penalty.
Offside called on the Concord defense.
Warsaw's running off the field. I don't know why. I know why. Because there were some of the Tigers that assumed that they were going to go for it.
Tigers made a field goal formation.
With 7.2 left to play here in the first half. So Warsaw declines the penalty, which would have only moved it forward 2 yards. So this will still be a 21-yard try. Nothing's really changed from where we were just a second ago. To up the lead for the Tigers to 10 here on Alumni Night at Fisher Field. Good snap, spot is down, kick is away. It may have been blocked, and it's no good. It was blocked. Oh, what a heart-stopping moment for the Tigers. They get all the way down there and get to within a couple of yards of the end zone, and the field goal is blocked by the guy coming off the left side of the Concord coverage.
You absolutely have to chip him. Just a split second to slow him down. You got to use your outside hand and kind of stifle him just a little bit. Would have made all the difference in the world.
So that is the second time that the Tigers have had a blocked field goal this season. The other was at Michigan City. Concord looks like they're going to take a knee, and they do. And that's how the half will end. Warsaw dominated the second quarter. An interception set up a touchdown, and they had a great drive at the end of the half, which turned into a blocked field goal. 7-0, Warsaw with the lead at halftime. The Collier's Family of Brands halftime show is on the way after these messages on News Now Warsaw.
There are many reasons to go to the eye doctor, so why not go to one that does it all? This is Dr. Jason Rich of the Spectacle Shop. Yes, we have the largest selections of frames in the region, and we can make glasses the same day with our in-house lab, but we offer way more than that. We diagnose and treat eye problems for all ages, from seeing if your toddler can see properly to checking for age-related eye diseases. From fitting the latest in contact lenses to treating eye infections and injuries, we love to treat your eyes. Visit thespectacleshopinc.com.
Enjoy the next level of fun on the water with help from Splendor Boats. Place your order now on Quest Pontoons or Splendor custom-built power catamaran deck boat. Ask about their indoor, safe, and clean off-season boat storage, winterization, shrink wrapping, and pontoon redecking. Plus, schedule your spring boat arrival so you don't have to wait next year. Visit them in Warsaw or Silver Lake or online at SplendorBoatsWarsaw.com. Splendor Boats, a small family business for big family fun.
has always been important to Crossroads Bank, and one way they show that is by supporting the local schools. Whether it's cheering them on in the stands or taking part in community programs, you'll find Crossroads Bank rooting for the home team. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Where your bank and your life meet, Crossroads Bank.
False start, pass interference, offsides. All bad things in football. Spotty dishes, rust stains, dry skin and hair. All bad things when it comes to your water. Rab Water Systems All-Star Team can help eliminate your water penalties. Home of the non-electric Connecticut, which provides clean, clear water 24/7 without electricity. Call or visit rabwater.com to fix your water.
Fast, accurate, reliable. This is News Now Warsaw.
Halftime here at Fisher Field. Some young cheerleaders have joined the varsity and JV football cheerleaders here at Fisher Field tonight. Warsaw with a 7-0 lead here at halftime over Concord. Halftime show is brought to you by the Colliers family of brands. Colliers Heating and Air Conditioning for your indoor comfort. Colliers Fireplace Shop for cozy fireplaces and year-round outdoor grilling. And Colliers Solar for energy efficiency for your homes. Learn more at trustcolliers.com. The only score of the first half was a 3-yard run by Reed Zollinger with 3:07 left to play in the first half. Mason Smythe added the extra point, and it was 7-0, and Warsaw got another shot at it right before halftime. They had first and goal at the 5 with less than a minute to go. They come away with a blocked field goal attempt and no points from it. So that's where we stand. Warsaw 7, Concord 0 here at intermission, and it has started to rain again here in Warsaw at Fisher Field. When we come back, a couple of minutes of news for you. Then we will check other scores from other games around the area. Steve is back at the station. He's been working on that for us. So we'll see what he has come up with. And then we'll talk with Will about the first half stats with Warsaw leading 7-0 over Concord on News Now Warsaw.
I am a Colts fan. I'm a Bears fan. And you out there are Warsaw Tiger fans.
Whoever you root for, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future. So if you're a Colts fan, a Tiger fan, a Bears fan, or a fan of any other team,
except the Patriots, Alder Bergen can be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street in Warsaw, and online at alderbergen.com.
Hey drivers, fall's here, and so are 2 quick tips to keep you driving safely. Tip 1, swap out those worn out, streaky wiper blades. Rain or leaves, you'll see clearly again. Tip 2, brighten up. Clear headlights cut through fall's early darkness. Stay safe with new blades and bright new lights. Your autumn essentials from your locally owned Auto Value Auto Parts store or by shopping online at myautovaluestore.com. Come see us. Auto Value, where service is the difference. We get it.
Colliers Heating and Air has long been known for quality and integrity. Quality in their line of Lennox heating and air systems, and integrity in the way they've been doing business in our community for the last 36 years. So when they say they have a Lennox heating and air system for your home with $1,500 rebates, along with up to $2,000 off the dealer list price, you can take them at their word. Lennox quality and Colliers integrity. TrustColliers.com.
I'm your neighbor. You see me at Optimist, you see me at church, you see me at the grocery store. I'm just a regular guy with a law degree who has the know-how to get you the win. I'm Travis McConnell, your personal injury lawyer. With millions of dollars won for clients, call me. I'll give you my personal cell, and we can start working together. The initial call's always free. I handle all types of injuries, falls, crashes, defective products, and more. Call me today, Travis McConnell, your personal injury lawyer. Just say, hey Google, look up the law office of Travis McConnell. Office Warsaw.
For News Now Warsaw, I'm Joe Miller. A Syracuse restaurant receiving a favorable recommendation yesterday from the Kosciuszko County Alcohol Tobacco Commission for their alcohol license, while 4 other businesses had to explain why they previously received violations. The new application for a beer, wine, and liquor lakefront license was from 201 WM Incorporated, doing business as the West Main Kitchen in Syracuse. Jerry Parsons, vice president and part owner, said he and his wife are the only 2 people that work there, though his wife's mother mother occasionally helps with washing the dishes. The restaurant offering dinner Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights by reservation only. No one under 21 permitted unless they're dining with a parent, guardian, or other relative. He says awareness is the key to ending hunger, so he's organizing a ride against hunger in Indianapolis. Ryan Hedrick reports.
Merlin Gonzalez runs Faith, Hope, and Love Community and says no Hoosier, especially a child, should go hungry.
With this awareness ride, we are hoping that we'll be able to bring the facts of what's going on.
Gonzalez says the facts are 1 in 7 Hoosier children need help finding their next meal. The third annual Ride to End Hunger is September 30th at the Indianapolis Airport. Ryan Hedrick, Network, Indiana.
The Autumn and Akron Charity Car, Truck, and Bike Show will be September 30th at Pike Memorial Park in Akron. Show hosted by Akron Chamber of Commerce and benefits Akron Las Dadas Club Foster Children Care Cases Program. There'll be 30 trophies awarded to car show winners. There will be a special interest trophies for Best of Show, People's Choice, Kids Choice, Akron Chamber Choice, Best Engine, Best Paint, and Best Rat Rod. There's also a Kids Hot Wheels Drag Race Challenge and a Kids Choice Trophy for the car show. Everyone invited to participate. Enjoy the event. For more, log on to newsnowwarsaw.com.
Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts invites you this fall to the widest variety of custom trailers and golf carts in northern Indiana. Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts is the northern Indiana authorized dealer for E-Z-Go personal golf carts, the #1 golf cart in the world. Also check out their new line of 4- and 6-seat Mad Jacks carts. Plus you can get financing on any cart through Sheffield Financial LLC. Hurry in for the best season-ending prices with an extra $250 off. Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, US 30 East Warsaw, where you are always a winner.
You see a chipped or cracked windshield. We see it repaired or replaced by specialists at our place or yours. Our Glass Doctor specialists use original equipment glass, special sealants, and a 28-point installation checklist. If your windshield is damaged or broken within 12 months, we'll replace the glass free. That's the Glass Doctor exclusive G12 road hazard guarantee. Visit glassdoctor.com for information on repairing or replacing your windshield.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your paint. Oh, yeah.
It's that time of year again. Football is back, and soon it's time to sign up for the open enrollment of Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part D drug plans, and individual health care plans through the Affordable Care Act. Contact JBC and Associates to update new plan designs and find out about increased subsidies to help reduce marketplace premiums. Call John at 574-527-1295. Call with any questions and be ready to sign up for the Medicare plans beginning October 15th and for individual health care plans on November 1st. Go Tigers!
Michiana, you're approved. Need a new ride when everyone says no way? You're approved. This is Wade with Nissan of Warsaw. Low credit score? I don't care. You're approved. I have the power to say yes to everyone. And with my You're Approved process, $500 down, bam, you're approved. What do you need? Current pay stub, photo ID, and proof of where you live, along with 4 friends that'll tell us how amazing you are. And bam, you're approved. To start the process, call us at 574-267-5850. NissanofWarsaw.com, TradeWithWade.com. You're approved.
If you want news and you want it now, you want News Now Warsaw.
Really cool moment just took place down in the field. The alumni football players who came back for the special ceremonies this afternoon were all honored down below. And a special moment, even more special, taking place out there right now is the number 12 jersey, formerly at one time worn by Randy Reneker. And some of his family members got their picture taken with it on this alumni night as we lost him about 3.5 weeks ago. So a really cool moment there. Jeff Gross, people forget Jeff Gross used to play football. Oh, yeah, he was pretty good at basketball, too. But he played football for Warsaw back in the mid-'80s. Of course, Rob Reneker out there. Phil Jensen, former coach, winningest coach of all time in Warsaw history, was out there as well. And it's good to have everybody back. They had, I'm guessing, somewhere around 75 to 80 alumni participate in the activities this afternoon, and were honored just now. 7-0, Warsaw leads Concord here at halftime on the Colliers Family of Brands halftime show. Scores from other games in the conference. In the second, Mishawaka leads Goshen 35-6. Northwood 14, Northridge 10. Wawasee at halftime leads Plymouth in Syracuse 13-10. And of course here it's 7-0 Warsaw over Concord. Other scores. Valley, they just keep finding other people to play, and they just keep smoking them. It's 39-0 Valley in the second. Also, Rochester leads Manchester 50-0. That's already into the fourth quarter. Cass and North Miami scoreless. Northfield and Southwood scoreless. Maconaquah leads Whitco 14-0. Bremen in the second leads Triton 7-0. And a shootout down in Huntington. It's Columbia City 35 and Huntington North 21 in quarter number 2. Here at Fisher Field, Warsaw has a 7-0 lead over Concord at halftime. When we come back, the first half stats on the Coyotes Family of Brands halftime show. That is next on News Now Warsaw.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and DuckDuckGo because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Osh Schroeder will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Osh Schroeder in Warsaw today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Here we go. You know why to go to R&B Car Company, right? 90 days till your first payment, $3,500 minimum for your trade. And with locations in South Bend, Warsaw, and now Fort Wayne, you need to find out why we are where you ought to be. Because financing available with any kind of credit, we've got banks that cater to everyone, no matter the need, from compacts to big honking diesels, fast and friendly service, and the best deal bottom line. So shop now and get pre-approved at rbcarcompany.com.
You've been thinking about new furniture for your home, but where do you start? Hi, this is Brent. Reinhold's Town Square Furniture in Warsaw will help you create the room of your dreams. And during the special Labor Day sale, enjoy limited time savings on your favorites from Lazy Boy. Sofas, sectionals, recliners, and overstock and closeout items, they're all on sale. Visit ReinholdsFurniture.com and hurry in today to 118 West Main Street in Warsaw. Reinhold's Town Square Furniture, your friends in the furniture business.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon with Rockhill Pinnock. I had to chuckle the other day because I heard a lawyer on TV say you should come to their firm because they're the attorneys you know. But yet, you've never heard of them except from the television commercials. The attorneys at Rockhill Pinnock are part of this community. We may help coach your kids at T-ball, see you at a golf match, or simply be your friend or neighbor. If you don't know one of us yet, chances are someone you know does. But whether you know us already or not, we hope you'll give us a call and get to know us as your attorneys. Call 267-6116 for an appointment today. Rockhill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Get all the big stories first. News Now, Warsaw.
Roger Grossman, Will Shepard back with you at Fisher Field. Warsaw 7, Concord nothing. The Colliers Family of Brands halftime show continues with the first half stats. Those are brought to you by Alderfer Bergen & Company. Let them be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alderfer Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderferbergen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. In the first half, Warsaw had 8 first downs. They had 25 running plays for 169 yards. That's almost 7 yards a carry. Their quarterback, Quentin Brock, was 1 of 3 passing for 11 yards. So they ran 28 plays and racked up 180 yards. They had 2 turnovers. They lost a fumble. They had an interception that did not lead to any points against. They had 4 penalties for 20 yards, including a penalty that cost them 7 points because they were offsides, and they had a penalty that moved them from the 1 to the 6, and they were never able to get back into the end zone after that. Concord had 5 first downs, 15 rushing attempts, 15 yards. They attempted 11 passes. They completed 5 for 67 yards. So they ran 26 plays for 82 yards. They had 1 turnover. That was the interception. The Tigers ran that out to the 32 and then went 68 yards in a little over 5 minutes for the only score of the first half. Concord was penalized once for 5 yards. Warsaw punted in the first half once. That's a big deal. That was their first punt of the season. Concord punted twice. Your thoughts on what we saw in the first half statistically with the Tigers really, after the first possession, really being able to run the ball up the middle?
Yeah, I was very impressed with the fullback play. Again, we talked about it at pregame, the penalty situation and the turnovers. If you can clean it up, Warsaw is a strong team.
Remember, one of the Tiger turnovers came in Concord territory. The Tigers were moving the ball down the field, and Brock got stood up and fumbled, and then Quentin deep in his own end threw a very ill-advised pass into Concord coverage. It was intercepted, but again, the defense then, 2 plays later, picked the ball off. That was when Egoff intercepted that pass, ran it out to the 32, and the Tigers went down and took the lead. So if you're Bart Curtis, what's your message to your team here starting the third?
Don't beat yourself. I mean, there's no reason for the procedure penalties. The physical mistakes of putting the ball on the ground, you can work on that and you can focus on that, but don't beat yourself by, ill-advised pass when you're being rushed. Stuff like that just makes Coach Curtis go crazy.
Those are the halftime stats brought to you by Oliver Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at oliverbergen.com. We'll come back and start the third quarter after these words on News Now Warsaw.
There are many reasons to go to the eye doctor, so why not go to one that does it all? This is Dr. Jason Rich of the Spectacle Shop. Yes, we have the largest selections of frames in the region, and we can make glasses the same day with our in-house lab, but we offer way more than that. We diagnose and treat eye problems for all ages, from seeing if your toddler can see properly to checking for age-related eye diseases. From fitting the latest in contact lenses to treating eye infections and injuries, we love to treat your eyes. Visit thespectacleshopinc.com.
Enjoy the next level of fun on the water with help from Splendor Boats. Place your order now on Quest Pontoons or a Splendor custom-built power catamaran deck boat. Ask about their indoor, safe, and clean off-season boat storage, winterization, shrink wrapping, and pontoon redecking. Plus, schedule your spring boat arrival so you don't have to wait next year. Visit them in Warsaw or Silver Lake or online at SplendorBoatsWarsaw.com. Splendor Boats, a small family business for big family fun.
Whether your business is on the farm or in town, Crossroads Bank wants to help you succeed. That is why Crossroads offers competitive rates and friendly service with their business loans. Visit crossroadsbanking.com or in Columbia City, North Manchester, Peru, South Whitley, Syracuse, Wabash, or Warsaw. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Where your bank and your life meet. Crossroads Bank.
Pass interference. Offsides. All bad things in football. Spotty dishes. Rust stains. Dry skin and hair. All bad things when it comes to your water. Rab Water Systems All-Star Team can help eliminate your water penalties. Home of the non-electric Connecticut, which provides clean, clear water 24/7 without electricity. Call or visit rabwater.com to fix your water.
Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at newsnowwarsaw.com and on the News Now Warsaw app.
Halftime show has been presented by Collier's Heating and Air Conditioning for your indoor comfort. Collier's family or fireplace shop for cozy fireplaces and year-round outdoor grilling. And Collier's Solar for energy efficiency for your home. Learn more at colliers.com. That's the Collier's family of brands. Tigers up 7-0 starting the third quarter. Scheduled to get the kickoff. Sabas is not their kickoff guy. Their kickoff guy is Aaron Macon. He's got the ball teed up on the far hash mark at the 40. And, yeah, they're on the wrong side. I wondered about that. Warsaw gets the choice because they deferred their choice in the first half, so they want the ball. And I could not believe that Craig Kaler was going to have his kicker kick into the wind to start the third quarter. And they had to switch around. So now Concord will kick from north to south and bring the ball to the near hash mark, where Macon will tee it up. The Tigers have 2 men deep. Isbell on the far side and Tristan Wilson on the near side. Macon is ready, waiting for the whistle. And he gets it. Watch out for chicanery here. And Macon will run up to the ball, and he'll drive it as deep as he can, and Wilson will back up, and this will land into the end zone for a touchback. Touchback, and the Tigers take over at the 20 as we start quarter number 3. Next week, the Tigers will be on the home field once again. They will be here taking on the 4A number 4 Northwood Panthers. Airtime 6:15 on News Now Warsaw. Hey, Northwood's pretty good, Will Shepard. I don't know if you've heard that or not.
The rumor is that they've got some weapons on offense.
They do indeed. Ball on the near hash mark at the 20, first down and 10 Tigers. Quinton Brock, who had a rough first quarter, a much better second quarter, will pitch it back to Ransbottom. He gets pushed into the Tiger bench as he got across the 20. That was Thomas who knocked him out of bounds for a gain of 2 to the 22. Man, that dude just tracks. He just is fast. And it doesn't feel like there's ever anybody in his way.
Well, again, credit to the Concord staff for devising this defense out of their 4-3 set, because 7.5 yards off the ball, he's going to have a running shot at anything.
The rain is falling. It's not like a rain. It's more like a mist. And they hand off up the middle. Zollinger won't get much. A yard to the 23, and that's all. Some pushing and shoving after the play. Thomas down in the middle of the pile. 3rd down and 7 coming up for Warsaw.
Zollinger on the carry.
Concord with some adjustments. They are at their core going to fill those gaps. But now Thomas is running forward at full speed at the snap of the ball. Which, what's open then is the middle of the field. If you can get somebody running up the seam, they will be wide open. It's 3rd down and 7. Brock under center from the 23. Drops back. Quick throw of the middle. Ransbottom's there. Makes the catch. 30, 35. He's all the way out near the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 and a first down for the Tigers. Beautifully called play. Ransbottom got almost 10 more yards after the catch because he got spun around but not tackled.
Well, it's a great call because you have to make the outside linebackers pay for sticking so close to the defensive ends.
17 yards of the pass play. Another first down for the Tigers with 10-17 clock running. 3rd quarter. Warsaw with a 7-0 lead. Again, one back. Wings on either side. Zollinger in the backfield behind Quinton Brock, the sophomore Tiger quarterback. And they give it to Zollinger up the middle, and he will push across the 40-yard line. He gets the 43. Gain of 3 on the play. Joseph Moon, the outside linebacker, caving in to make the stop. 2nd down and 6 coming up for Warsaw.
The middle of Concord's defense is open. You just have to have time enough to make it happen if Mike wants to take advantage of that, because they walk their safeties up to the corners, and it's wide open.
Play clock at 12 as Warsaw settles in at the line of scrimmage on 2nd down and 7. Option play left, and the ball is loose again, and the Tigers fall on it. Egoff was the wing on the near side. He was moving that way anyway, and he fell on it. It ends up being no gain on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and 7. Warsaw's never had a team, including last year's team, that has struggled so much with ball security. Through 4 games, they have lost 9 fumbles, and they put the ball on the ground, I believe, 6 other times that they recovered. And that's just way too many. 3rd down and 7 from the far hash mark. And it's a play-action pass. Throwing to the near side, incomplete. Egoff was open at the 48. I think he would have been able to turn upfield and get a first down. As it is, the pass was out in front of him. Again, the wind is blowing in Brock's face. That did not help that pass be on target. And for the second time this season and tonight, Tigers will drop back to punt.
I believe it was a good call, Roger.
Smythe will punt this ball. He'll hit it from just outside his 30. Bavard is back deep. Good snap. Mason puts his foot into it. It's a wobbly spiral. Bavard is going to let it bounce at the 25-yard line. Ran up to it, had thoughts of run up and playing it, but he will not. And it will roll dead at the 19-yard line. Good punt by Smythe. 8:27 left to play in the third. Warsaw leads Concord 7-0.
I think, number one, the Bavard. I'm not really sure why he chose to let that bounce. He is such a weapon that he had plenty of time and distance between Warsaw's special team.
I think the ball was kind of knuckling on him a little bit. I don't think he wanted any thought of turning that ball over and giving Warsaw a chance to score from short range. Glance, takes the snap, hands off the middle. Thomas runs through the hole and gets to Leighton Isbell at the 24-yard line, and Isbell brings him down in a heap. Thomas is a big, strong young man, and that says a lot about how strong Leighton Isbell, the cornerback, coming up and making that play and not letting Thomas get any yards after that contact.
Finishing a tackle is what that's called.
Second down, gain of 4. So second down and 6 coming up for Concord. Ball inside the near hash mark. 3 wideouts on the far side. Glance races his leg to send a man in motion. He takes a snap. He's looking left. Throws it deep down the field. Got a man open, but it's overthrown. Brevard had beaten the Tigers secondary deep, but the pass landed at the 30, about 2 yards too far, and it's third down and 6.
That's one of those where you realize that he's faster than you.
Yeah, by a lot. 7:42 left to go, third quarter. Tigers lead Concord by 7. And third down coming up for the Minutemen. Concord looking at their wristbands, just like the Warsaw Tigers do. Thomas behind Glance. High snap. They fake the handoff. Quick throw of the middle, and it's knocked away. Batted down at the line of scrimmage. I think Woodward came forward to get 2 hands on that. Fourth down Concord, and now they are going to punt. Jet Woodward's quite an athlete, Will Shepard.
Yes, he's experienced, tough. He's everything you want in the middle linebacker. He's just not 6'3", 230.
Could you imagine if he was?
Yeah, you'd have yourself a player.
If he was, we'd be watching him on Saturdays.
Yes.
Because he'd be playing for somebody in a Power 5 school. Sabas to punt from inside his 15. Good snap. Kick is away. Villama screams for everybody to get away from it. It lands inside the Tiger 45 and will go out of bounds inside the 35. 7:30 left to play, third quarter. 7-0, still the score. Tigers in the lead. Next week, Northwood will be here. We'll be on the air starting at 6:15 on News Now Warsaw. They went undefeated, won the conference last year. However, some off-field problems derailed what really felt like it was going to be a great postseason run. From the 33, first and 10 Tigers, they lead by 7. Oh, and Brock fumbled the snap, but whistles and flags fly. It looks like it's going to be another penalty against the Tigers. Bart Curtis is pretty annoyed by this crew. They've called a lot of false start penalties. 5 to be specific. Got to move the ball back inside the 30 to the 28. It'll be first and 15.
I want to know who is the get-back coach?
I don't know. Why?
Because it's a job, believe me.
Oh, it is, for sure. No doubt about that. 1st and 15. Ball still in the near hash mark. Wide side of the field is the right side of the formation. Zollinger up the middle, runs over defender and gets a yard to the 29. The guy he ran over was Bo Brunner, safety, who is at the snap at the line of scrimmage.
Got to make those guys pay for their alignment. At some point, Michael's going to come up with a big play.
It's no matter whether they can block it and execute the pass and catch, right? 2nd down and 14. 7 minutes to play, third quarter. Warsaw with a second quarter 3-yard run by Reed Zollinger have a 7-0 lead. Play action fake. Brock rolling out, kicks off upfield. 30 flags fly everywhere. 35, 40, and it'll be out of bounds at the 43-yard line, which would be enough for a first down. However, there are 1, 2, 3 penalty flags back at the line of scrimmage. Now, I ain't no expert, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be holding, and that's exactly what it is. So instead of a 14-yard gain, it's a 10-yard penalty now for the Tigers. They are 6th of the game for 35 yards. And they'll move the ball back. Move the ball back. Go ahead, fellas. There you go. They'll move the ball back to the 19-yard line, and the Tigers are going the wrong way. 2nd down and 24 now for the Tigers. And get the ball to the 43. Quentin Brock under center. Zollinger behind him. Back to throw. Brock, far side, got a man open. It's Rand spot him again. He makes the catch to the 25 and goes forward to the 26-yard line. That's a gain of 7 yards and sets up 3rd down and long for Warsaw. 3rd down and 18.
71 for Concord. Their defensive tackle is disruptive.
That is for sure. 3rd down. And Warsaw's got people on the wrong side of the field. And illegal procedure already called against the Tigers. Warsaw hadn't done anything yet. There's another 5-yard penalty against Warsaw. That's strange. I don't think I've ever seen an illegal procedure penalty before the team even gets to the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd down and 23 now for the Tigers. What you don't want to do here is make a big mistake. Brock, play action fake, rolling out, looking, cuts it, runs. 25, 30, 35, pushed into the Tiger bench at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 18 yards, but still short of the first down by about 7 yards. And it'll be another punt for the Warsaw Tigers, who had not punted in the first 3 games of the season and now are lining up for their 3rd of this night.
It's a good decision by the sophomore quarterback. Nothing was open. Got a big gain.
Smythe back to punt this from inside his 25. Perfect snap. Kick is away. Brevard is going to chase this one. It lands at the 35 and bounces straight left and out of bounds at the 32-yard line. That's a perfect kick by Mason Smythe. 5:42 left to go, 3rd quarter. Still 7-0 Warsaw. What are your thoughts, Will?
I think we might want to dial some pressure up. Obviously know where the Brevard kid is lining up, but put Concord in some bad down and distance.
1st and 10 from their 32. They trail by 7. Glantz with Thomas behind him. Takes the snap, hands off up the middle. Thomas runs into a pile of Tigers and will get a yard to the 33. At the bottom of that pile was Chet Woodward, along with Rosas and Gabrich. Second down and 9 coming up for the Minutemen. They have not been able to run the ball at all tonight. Thomas himself, 10 carries, 19 yards. His longest of the game, 4 yards. Second and 9. Glance. Raises his right foot, sends a man in motion. High snap, had to jump for it. Hands off to Thomas, and he's going to get blown up. Back near the 30-yard line, they will give him forward progress to the 31. It's a loss of 2. Heady on the stop for Warsaw. Third down and 12. I don't know that it would have mattered, Will, but the snap did throw off the timing of the play.
Yeah, for sure. Now, here's where you got to watch Concord and the screen game.
Yeah, those 3 guys in the front are going to pin their ears back. And they might get it dumped over their heads. Wide side of the field is the left side on 3rd and 11 with 4.5 minutes left to go in our third quarter. Warsaw leading Concord 7-0. Glance has Thomas behind him. Slaps his hands, takes the snap. Looking left, looking right, throws it high. Oh, it's incomplete, and it should have been intercepted. Holy cow. Ethan Egoff could have run that all the way to downtown Warsaw on a Friday night. They went through his hands. Anyway, Concord will have to punt. Oh.
We're just making it awfully tough on ourselves by little things like that. You just can't drop that ball. That's a pick 6, and you got to take advantage.
So now, punt formation once again for Sabas. Standing right on his 20-yard line. Good snap. Kick is away. Beautiful spiral. Villama will come up and take it at the 35, 40, 45, right up the middle of the field, and he'll get all the way to the 48-yard line with 4:05 left to go in the third, and that's where Warsaw will take over first down and 10. 7-0 Tigers here as we get to the late stages of the third quarter.
I think Villama made a great decision by just running straight north-south, get as much as you can, give your offense great field position to begin, hopefully, a scoring drive that'll put us 2 scores up.
That's the first time he's returned a punt this season. He had 5 fair catches. But he had some time to do something with that one. Let's see if the Tigers can put this thing in the end zone, go up a couple. From the middle of the field at the 48. Option play, pitch back. Isbell turns upfield at the 50, runs over a defender. The ball came out, but he was down. It'll be a gain of 4 to the Concord 48. And the defender, Bo Brunner, is down and up, but moving slowly. Isbell punished him with that hit. Brunner came up to put the hurt on him, and Isbell did it in return.
Yeah, the wide receiver, Grady Nolan, he's a really good blocker, and the Concord corner did a great job of knifing.
3.5 minutes left to go in the third. Second down and 6 coming up for the Tigers at the Minuteman 48. Option play up the middle. This is the fullback Zollinger, and he will get to the Concord 43-yard line. That's a gain of 5 more yards for Reed. And out for the game, 17 carries for 151 yards. His third 100-yard rushing game in 4 this season. Third down and a yard. Ball in the right hash mark. That's the side closest to the Concord sideline. Chisholm is in the game as the wideout on the near side, but he's pretty close to the formation. Quentin Brock takes a snap, hands off Salinger. He's got the first down and more. Inside the 41, down to the 40, still going. How far did he get? They're going to mark him down at the 38-yard line. That's a first down for the Tigers with 2:38 to go in the third quarter. Will Warsaw is moving the football. If they just don't make that one mistake, they're going to take the lead and push it up to double digits.
I like the senior fullback's attitude. He is getting everything out of each carry.
2:25 to go, clock running, third quarter. Warsaw 7, Concord nothing. Challenger with a 3-yard run with 3:07 to go in the second quarter is the difference. Option play, Zollinger again up the middle, and he will literally fall backwards down to the 35-yard line. Joseph Moon on the tackle for Concord. That's a gain of 3 and 2nd down and 7.
Roger, you know what makes me crazy is officials spotting the football. Some just never get it.
Trust me. Hey, anybody who listened for 20 years up here to me and Reneker, we talk about that every game. 2nd down and 7 from the 35. Option play left, pitch back, range bottom had to wait for it. Now turns upfield 35, got a block 30, 25, near sideline 20, and pushed out of bounds. They will mark him out at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 15 yards for Luke Ransbottom. What a weapon that kid's become. Remember, he started as a cornerback. Things didn't go that great. They moved him to offense, and it's been nothing but great for him and the Tigers.
He can hurt you on the perimeter big time, and it's a weapon.
1st down and 10 from the 20. 1:38 left to play in the third with the Tigers up 7-0. Quentin Brock, option play. Hands off up the middle. Zollinger dives forward. I'll give him to the 16. That's a gain of 4. You know, this is what I've come to learn. Those 4-yard gains take a lot out of the other team.
Yes, they do. I would agree. I also like running behind number 56, Chase Carl. I think getting hit by him all night wouldn't be a party.
No. 2nd down and 6 from the 16. Option play, and Brock kept it this time, and he wished he'd given it off. It's going to be a loss of a yard back to the 17 and brings up 3rd down and 7. Under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Warsaw with a 7-point lead, threatening again, but facing 3rd down and long. They've done really well on converting 3rd and longs. The passing game has been a factor tonight, really for the first time this season. From the near hash mark, wide side of the field is the right side of the formation. Brock drops to throw. Hit as he throws into the middle, and it's knocked down and incomplete, and Thomas got a hand on it, and it looked like he might get to and take off with it, but he could not. So Mason Smythe onto the field to try a field goal. He tried one right before halftime. It was blocked. This one will be a little longer. And where Vilima is going to set up is right at the 24-yard line, so this will be a 34-yard try. From the near hash mark, everyone's ready. Good snap. Spot is down. Kick is up. Has the distance, and it is good inside the right upright. Smythe hits from 34, and with 26 seconds left to play in the third, Warsaw now leads 10-0. We're back in 60 on News Now Warsaw.
I am a Colts fan.
I'm a Bears fan, and you out there are Warsaw Tiger fans.
Whoever you root for, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder for Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future. So if you're a Colts fan, a Tiger fan, a Bears fan, or a fan of any other team,
except the Patriots, Alder for Bergen can be the head coach of your financial planning team.
Alder for Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street in Warsaw, and online at alderforbergen.com.
Hey drivers, ball's here, and so are 2 quick tips to keep you driving safely. Tip 1, swap out those worn out, streaky wiper blades. Rain or leaves, you'll see clearly again. Tip 2, brighten up. Clear headlights cut through fall's early darkness. Stay safe with new blades and bright new lights. Your autumn essentials from your locally owned Auto Value Auto Parts store or by shopping online at myautovaluestore.com. Come see us. Auto Value, where service is the difference. We get it.
Now, back to the Warsaw Tigers on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
10-0 Tigers. 27 seconds left to play here in the third. Smythe the kickoff into the rain and wind, and this one is going to be returnable. It lands at the 1-yard line, but Brevard let it bounce into the end zone, and so Concord will have to settle for bringing it out to the 20. Another mistake by him back there. The wind is playing all kinds of tricks on that football, isn't it?
Yeah, it was just bad luck for us that 26 seconds left. We had to kick into the wind again, but yeah, that was a mental error on Concord.
So the Minutemen come onto the field on offense.
You know, it's time for number 22, Eric Pohl, to make a play. I'm ready.
I love it. Glance, races his foot, takes the snap, play action fake, looking deep down the middle of the field, got a man open, and it's going to be intercepted! Intercepted by the Tigers, Tristan Wilson at the Warsaw 42-yard line.
Can't do it much better than that. I think he learned on the one pass that was overthrown where he was beaten by 2 or 3 steps. Guess what? He kept the receiver underneath him, played the ball perfectly, makes a big play. Hopefully, Warsaw takes advantage of a turnover like that.
Well, this defense is pretty good, Will. I mean, there's still a lot to do in this game, but this is a pretty good offense, and Warsaw has really cut the legs out from underneath it.
I think taking away their major running game was big. And I'm telling you, man, the front three for Warsaw is impressive.
20 seconds to go, third quarter. Tigers now from their 42. And Bart Curtis. Was there a timeout there? Warsaw took timeout. We will too. 20 seconds to go, third quarter. 10-0 Tigers. We're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Colliers Heating and Air has long been known for quality and integrity. Quality in their line of Lennox heating and air systems, and integrity in the way they've been doing business in our community for the last 36 years. So when they say they have a Lennox heating and air system for your home with $1,500 rebates, along with up to $2,000 off the dealer list price, you can take them at their word. Lennox quality and Colliers integrity. TrustColliers.com.
This is the Warsaw Tigers Sports Network, 99.7 FM, 1480 AM, NewsNowWarsaw.com, and the News Now Warsaw app.
Roger, Will, and Austin. Indoors where it's warm and dry. Looking out at all the people who are soggy. But right now, none of them care because Warsaw has a 10-0 lead over Concord, facing first down and 10 from their own 42. And Brock goes under center. They run the counter play with Ransbottom. Oh, he gets hit hard and stood up at the 43-yard line. It ends up being only a gain of 1, and there's that man Thomas again. Just lining up to head on people.
He's a pretty good athlete, Roger.
Yeah. And that'll do it for the third. Warsaw 10, Concord nothing. We start the fourth in 60 on News Now Warsaw.
I'm your neighbor. You see me at Optimist, you see me at church, you see me at the grocery store. I'm just a regular guy with a law degree who has the know-how to get you to win. I'm Travis McConnell, your personal injury lawyer. With millions of dollars won for clients, call me. I'll give you my personal cell, and we can start working together. The initial call's always free. I handle all types of injuries, falls, crashes, defective products, and more. Call me today, Travis McConnell, your personal injury lawyer. Just say, hey, Google, look up the law office of Travis McConnell. Office, Warsaw.
Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts invites you this fall to the widest variety of custom trailers and golf carts in northern Indiana. Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts is the northern Indiana authorized dealer for Easy-Go personal golf carts, the #1 golf cart in the world. Also check out their new line of 4- and 6-seat Mad Jacks carts. Plus you can get financing on any cart through Sheffield Financial LLC. Hurry in for the best season-ending prices with an extra $250 off. Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, US 30 East Warsaw, where you are always a winner.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW, 1480 AM and W259BJ, 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
The fourth quarter begins in a driving mist here at Fisher Field, and Warsaw leading by a score of 10-0. Zollinger up the middle, and he'll get across the 45 to the 46, a gain of 4. And it'll be third down and 6 coming up for the Tigers. Actually, they marked him at the 46. Third down and 6 for Warsaw. 10-0 Tigers facing a really important third down here. They need to run some time here and keep the Concord offense off the field. Option play left. Zollinger up the middle. Gets across the midfield stripe. Goes down at the midfield stripe. And it'll be 4th down and 2 coming up for Warsaw. I would be stunned if Bart Curtis kicks this football. He's going to tell his boys to go get it. That is exactly what's happening.
I've noticed the Concord safeties are creeping and creeping and creeping toward the box.
4th and 2. Ball right at midfield. Quentin Brock from the left hash mark. Wide side of the field is the right side. And whistles sound and flags fly again. And the illegal procedure against the Tigers.
That has to get cleaned up. I mean, obviously, our coaching staff knows that, but that is just shooting us in the foot all night long.
Now Smythe runs onto the field to kick the football with the wind this time. Standing at about his 31. Brevard is back on the field. He backs up to his 20. Smythe is ready. Everyone's ready. Good snap back. Oh, Smythe bobbled the ball. And he's going to get snowed under back at the 34-yard line. Oh, no. Well, that couldn't have gone worse. That whole sequence just could not have gone worse. Warsaw ends up giving up the ball at the 34-yard line with 10:33 left to play here in the 4th quarter, leading by a score of 10-7 or 10-0.
I think trick play here. Got to remain disciplined on the backside of everything.
Glance with Thomas to his left. Takes the snap, rolling left, looking in the pocket. Going to take off, going to get hit, going to go down. Cohen has loss of 7 on the play. Cohen Hetty with the sack back to the 41. 3rd sack of the game for the Tigers. 2nd for Hetty. 10 minutes left. The Minutemen continue to go backwards. They are back at the Tiger 41. They can make that up and more in a hurry. Glance. 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage, takes the snap, looking, standing in the pocket, gets hit, and goes down again! Rosas on the sack this time.
93 is really playing well off the edge. Just perfect pass rush lanes. 93 cleans it up really nice.
So a loss back to the 45, so a loss of 4 more yards. And it's 3rd down and 21 with 9:17 left to go. And if you're Craig Kaler, you just want to get 10 yards so you can go for it on 4th down. Punting here is not an option. Glance. Thomas to his right. Takes a high snap. He's going to hand off the middle to Thomas, and it's going nowhere. It's going nowhere. That was Habegger for the Tigers, who came through with the stop. It's a loss of another yard back to the 46. It's 4th down and 22. And with 8:45 left, Craig Kaler's got no choice. They have to go for it. Down by 10. And again, the Tigers are doing this with basically a 4-man rush. They're rushing their 3 down linemen and 1 other guy. And that's why Glance is not able to get the ball down the field to anybody. Glance is going to back up, and he's going to kick it. Warsaw didn't have anybody back. It lands at the 17. It's going to die at the 17. 8:12 left to play in the 4th. A standing ovation from the home fans for the Warsaw defense, who is pitching a shutout here against the Minutemen tonight at Fisher Field.
I'm surprised that Concord decided to punt the ball away with only 8 minutes left and down 2 scores.
I'm stunned by that.
I just don't think with the kind of offense we have, I just don't think you want Warsaw grinding time off that clock. You got to score twice just to tie it.
Warsaw may not give them the ball back. And there go the flags again. Well, this particular crew is just not having any of it. The illegal procedure against Warsaw, and that will back them up 5 yards. And Warsaw now, with that 5 yards, is now 9 penalties for 50 yards. Death by 1,000 paper cuts, if you want to go by that. 8:11 left. Tigers with a 10-0 lead over Concord. They're one big offensive drive away from putting this game on ice. Oh, and then Brock mishandled the handoff. And he falls on it back at the 11. Loss of a yard in the play. The Tigers have put the ball on the ground 4 times. They've lost 1. And it's stuff that they do over and over again every day. It's hard to understand. 2nd down and 16.
You need to get half of it.
Well, you don't want to be pitching the ball back on this end. You want to be sure. And there go the flags again.
That wasn't a penalty.
Nobody moved. I don't know what they saw. I'm looking through the binoculars. I'm not just focused on the quarterback now. I'm focused on the whole offensive line. And there go 5 more yards against the Tigers. And now they're back to the 7.
To the 7-yard line in their own territory.
Wind at the Tigers' back. The misty rain falling, almost blowing straight sideways. The wind's not blowing that hard, but the rain droplets are so little that they're just kind of swirling around in the breeze. Backed up to the 7. And they're going to pitch it back near the end zone, and Egoff is going to be stopped back near the 1-yard line. They're going to give him forward progress to the 2. Holy mackerel. That's a loss of 5 more yards, and it's 3rd down back at the 2-yard line. This drive started at the 18. Warsaw's got to get the ball to the 28 to get a first down. Right now, they'd almost be just well to take a quarterback sneak, run it forward, and kick it. Concord is not out of this game yet.
I give their staff a lot of credit for blitzing their safeties off the edge like that.
Brock under center. Takes a snap, hands off, and Zollinger will carry the ball for a yard to the 3. 4th down, 6:20 clock running, 4th quarter. Tigers with a 10-0 lead over the Concord Minutemen. Northwood will be here next week. We'll be on the air starting at 6:15 on News Now Warsaw. Could you imagine if the Tigers could hold this score to 0 and get back-to-back shutouts against Concord? That'd be stunning.
Yeah, it would. I think Coach is going to call timeout, get things organized, and punt out of the end zone.
I think so. And just before the play clock runs to 0, Warsaw takes timeout. 5:49 to go. We're back in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Welcome to the spa, Mrs. Williamson. Ready for your manicure?
And your beauty treatment?
And your massage?
Mommy, wake up.
Honey, did you get my shirts from the dry cleaners?
Oh, I knew I was dreaming.
Escape to the spa every day in your own bathroom with an elegant glass shower and tub enclosure designed by the specialists at Glass Doctor. All for less than you might think. Visit glassdoctor.com today to receive a free copy of our design and installation guide.
It's that time of year again. Football is back, and soon it's time to sign up for the open enrollment of Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part D drug plans, and individual health care plans through the Affordable Care Act. Contact JBC and Associates to update new plan designs and find out about increased subsidies to help reduce marketplace premiums. Call John at 574-527-1295. Call with any questions and be ready to sign up for the Medicare plans beginning October 15th and for individual health care plans on November 1st. Go Tigers!
Tiger Talk, presented by R&B Car Company. Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. on News Now Warsaw.
Well, let's see what the coaches have up their sleeves here. Warsaw punting. Smythe is backed up. The shadow of his helmet is on the back line of the end zone. Ball at the 3. Good snap back to Smythe. He will get it away. It's a wobbly kick. Brevard backs up, takes it at the 46. Bobbles it there. 45, 40, dragged down right at the 40. Pretty good coverage for the Tigers. Concord takes over at the Tiger 40 with 5:39 to go in the game, and Warsaw leading by a score of 10-0.
Roger, I think they're going to go to a horizontal pass game where bubble passes and screen passes and stuff like that. I just don't see them having time to drop back and let their receivers do deep digs down the middle of the field.
Well, and that stuff was successful at the beginning of the game, Coach. They just haven't done it as much. Back to throw, Glantz. Throws near side, and it's caught. Caught and turning upfield and making the catch, and still in bounds at the 20, at the 15, and down to the 11-yard line is Reed Gill. Reed Gill with a gain of 29 yards. The Tigers almost picked off the pass. One defender had to go just outside their arms. I think that was Egoff. Another dove for the ball thinking it was going to go over the receiver's head. It did not. And it's 1st and 10 for Concord at the 11-yard line. Clock running down to 5:20 left to go. Concord with 6 first downs. Is that their first of this half? Glantz back to throw, blitz coming. Hit as he throws down the field, incomplete. Pressure coming from the outside by Eric Pohl. Glantz did not get the follow through. And the wind blew the ball back behind the receiver anyway. It was Brevard on the intended pass play and Wilson on the coverage. 2nd down and 10.
The quarterback dinged up his hand a little bit on Eric Pohl, and it'll be interesting to see. They might have the tailback on this play.
Yeah, they haven't tried to run Thomas much up the middle lately. Let's see if they try it. He's to the right of Glantz on this play. From the 11, back to throw, lofting it to the far side, and there's nobody out there. Brevard was 7 or 8 yards down the field in the end zone and double covered. That was almost like, well, they were going to run the circle route, and nobody circled.
Yeah, the tailback, he kind of quit on the play, and I think that's who they wanted to get the ball to.
3rd down and 10 from the 11. 3's not the worst thing in the world for Concord. They need to get on the board. They need 2 scores. Tigers trying to shut him out completely. Glantz takes the snap, drops back, steps up in the pocket, pressure coming, fires the middle, throws too high, and incomplete, intended for Campanello at the goal line. There's a Tiger down at the 15-yard line. There's also a flag down. Rosas is cramping. He's fine. But now you have 4th down, Coach, from the 11-yard line. Right, it's 4th down. They haven't moved the down marker. Or you can back them up 10 yards and make it 3rd down. My inclination is to make it 4th down to make them make a play here, give them one shot, whether they want to kick it or go for it.
I would agree.
But you can also say that if you move them back 10 yards and get a stop, put your faith in your defense, which has shown itself worthy of that faith, you might move them out of field goal range. We'll see. 4:55 left. Tigers 10, Concord nothing. And the Minutemen come out on 4th down. The Tigers did decline the penalty. And they are going to try a field goal. This is Sabas from the 18-yard line. It'd be a 28-yard try from the left hash mark. Again, don't everybody rush here just in case they try something funny. Jake Cowhorn sees the same thing. Sabas is ready. Good snap. Spot is down. Kick is up. Plenty of distance. Curling, and it's good. It's good. 4:51 to go. Concord scores. It's 10-3. Tigers in the lead when we come back in 60 on News Now Warsaw.
Michiana, you're approved. Need a new ride when everyone says no way? You're approved. This is Wade with Nissan of Warsaw. Low credit score? I don't care. You're approved. I have the power to say yes to everyone. And with my You're Approved process, $500 down, bam, you're approved. What do you need? Current pay stub, photo ID, and proof of where you live, along with 4 friends that'll tell us how amazing you are. And bam, you're approved. To start the process, call us at 574-267-5850. NissanofWarsaw.com, TradeWithWade.com. You're approved.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the light, we switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Ott Schroeder, right here in Warsaw, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Ott and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Ott Schroeder, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
If it's urgent and you need it now, it's on News Now, Warsaw.
Roger Will and Austin back at Fisher Field. 10-3 now. Concord kicks a field goal with 4:51 left to play. They made it to the Tiger 11 and no farther. Now, let's see if they maybe want to try to get the ball back as Macon gets ready to kick off. And he'll run up to it.
That was offside.
He'll kick it off. There is no flag down. Ball's taken at the 5-yard line. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's Dollinger all the way to the 30-yard line. Yeah, there were 2 guys on the far side of the kickoff formation that were way past the line of scrimmage, the 40, before that ball was booted. Well, good return, though, by Zollinger. They've got the ball at the 30. They need at least 2 first downs. Concord still has all 3 of their timeouts left. The drama that is about to unfold is going to be spectacular. Can this offense do it? They have had moments of brilliance and moments of total failure, including the last drive when they went totally backwards from the 18 to the shadow of their old goal line. From the 30, ball in the middle of the field, option play, pitch back, ran spot him, trying to turn the corner, got a block, 35, he's to the 40, and pushed out of bounds. There is a flag down at the 40-yard line. There is a flag down right at the 40. Let's see what it is. It's usually not good. It's holding against the Tigers.
Let me guess, the line judge?
Yes, sir.
Funny how that works.
Where they're going to mark it off is from the 38-yard line. So they're going to put the ball down at the 29-yard line. So it's a 10-yard penalty, but it's only a loss of a yard. 4:39 left. Fourth quarter. Tigers 10-3 leaders over Concord. Brock under center. Hands off up the middle. Zollinger backing his way and still going across the 35-yard line out to the 37-yard line. That's a 9-yard gain on a first down carry for the Tiger running back.
No matter what happens the last 4:20 of this game, I want someone in our community to buy our fullback a pizza.
Make it 8. I told you 9. It was really 8. Second down. Best part of Austin is he's flexible. If I tell him wrong, he's happy to fix it quickly. Second down. Option play and a fumble, and Concord's recovery. Brock got stood up. The ball went right down the front of him again, and with 3:58 to go, Concord has a chance to tie this football game. Unbelievable.
Number 45, Camden Bonds on the recovery at the 36-yard.
Have to give Concord a lot of credit. They're walking up to the end of the line of scrimmage, and they're coming and putting the heat on and causing a key turnover.
Well, does the defense have one more left in them with 3:58 left? Concord starts from the Tiger 36-yard line with all 3 timeouts down by 7. Glantz, standing at his 41, takes the snap, and he hands off to Thomas, and Thomas will bull his way across the 35 to the 34 for a gain of 2. Clock still running. Concord, not in a big hurry. Not in any more hurry than they would be for any other time of the game. Second down and 8. They have 2 wides to the near side, 1 on the far, wing on the right, Thomas behind Glantz. Glantz leans forward with both hands, jumps for the snap, hands off Thomas, big hole, 30, 25, down the middle of the field to the 20-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 20. It's going to be another first down for the Minutemen, a gain of 14 yards. And there is a Tiger down, and it's Rosas again, and he's cramping again.
Ball spotted 20-yard line. First down.
It's frustrating. I can't imagine how you folks feel sitting at home or wherever you are listening, because the Tigers had this game. They had it in their hands, and they have put it back onto the field once again.
I'm not sure that we don't need to, track number 8, because they've got enough time. With 3:18 left, Roger, they can run the ball and leave us no time on the clock if they score. So I would, in the Warsaw huddle here, if I'm the defensive staff for Coach Curtis, I would make sure the guys in the box, the front 7 at least, are knowing where number 8 is.
The officials at field level telling them to reset the play clock to 40, I believe, and they have done so. 3:18 left, fourth quarter. Warsaw 10, Concord 3, Minutemen with the ball at the Tiger 20, headed toward the north end of Fisher Field. New back in the game, that is Jamar Moten. He is behind Glantz. Glantz again has to jump for the snap. Moten gets it behind the line of scrimmage. He's thrown for a loss. Back at about the 23-yard line. Chase Carl and Eric Pohl on the stop. Loss of 3. Second down and 13, 2:50 to go. What a season it has been for this Warsaw football team. White knuckle all the way.
I think if I'm a safety from Warsaw, especially Egoff, because number 1 is on his side, I would really keep an eye on Brevard.
Glantz takes a snap, looking left all the way, under pressure, dumps it out to the right, throws it, and it is caught. It is caught at the 19-yard line. Catch made by Gill. It'll be third down and 9 with 2:12 left to go. Glantz. Thomas back in the game, lined up to the right. Glantz leans forward, takes a high snap, looking, pump fakes, fires it too high, and it's knocked away. Knocked away by Pohl. The ball was tipped, and it went to Brevard. But Pohl, because the ball was tipped, was able to lay Brevard out pretty hard, kept him from catching the ball. And with 1:57 left to go, Concord has 4th and 9 from the Tiger 19. And it's been loud all night here at Fisher Field, and it's about to get really loud for this next play.
Now here's where you have to knock the ball down if you're a Warsaw Tiger.
Glantz from the 19, ball on the right hash mark. Wide side of the field is the near side. Glantz leans forward, takes a head high snap. Pressure comes to the outside, steps away from it. Rolling, looking, throws it down the field, and it's batted down. Incomplete! It's incomplete! Coverage in the play by Egoff. He batted it away from Campanello, and the Tiger defense has done it again with 1:51 left to go. It's 10-3 Tigers.
Unbelievable, just calm in the face of a storm. I'm really impressed with the kids on the defensive side of the ball, how they just don't panic. They just believe they're going to make a play.
Now, could this offense get a first down? Because Concord still has all 3 of their timeouts. So Warsaw can't just take a knee and run the timeout. They've got to run plays meant to get first downs. Quentin Brock under center for the 19. Hands off up the middle. And this is Zollinger. And he'll get 6 yards out to the 25, and Concord takes their first time out. 1:46 to go. Warsaw leads Concord 10-3. Back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Here we go. You know why to go to R&B Car Company, right? 90 days till your first payment, $3,500 minimum for your trade. And with locations in South Bend, Warsaw, and now Fort Wayne, you need to find out why we are where you ought to be. Because financing available with any kind of credit, we've got banks that cater to everyone. No matter the need, from compacts to big honking diesels, fast and friendly service, and the best deal bottom line. So shop now and get pre-approved at rbcarcompany.com.
Your home for Tiger Sports. News Now, Warsaw.
3 absolutely down to the final minute of the game kind of games for Warsaw the first 4 weeks. Zollinger gets 6 on first down. So with 1:46 left to play and Warsaw leading 10-3, Tigers have second down and 4. Concord down to 2 timeouts left. Quentin Brock under center. Zollinger behind him. Wings on either side. 1 wide out in either direction. Brock gives the handoff up the middle. Zollinger still going. He's the 35, the 40, 45, 50, and all the way to the Concord 45-yard line. What a run, Zollinger. When his team needed a big one, he gave them a big one. And with 1:38 to go, the Tigers have first and 10 at the Concord 45.
Senior has stepped up all night. Number 17 at fullback has just been the man. He really has done a great job tonight.
31 yards in the carry for Zollinger. Play clock at 10 with 1:15 left. Concord still does have 2 timeouts. Warsaw looks like they're going to let the play clock run out here. They're going to take timeout. 1:07 to go. Warsaw leads Concord 10-3. We're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
A good night of sleep does wonders for your body, and to get it, a great mattress and adjustable base are a must. Hi, this is Hannah. During the Tempur Sealy Labor Day sales event at Reinhold's Town Square Furniture in Warsaw, save up to $800 on adjustable base sets from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. Check out reinholdsfurniture.com and hurry into 118 West Main Street in downtown Warsaw today for a limited time savings on the mattress of your dreams.
When you want the news, you want it now. News Now, Warsaw.
Stay tuned after the game. Final scoring, final stats, scores from other games, drive the game, play of the game. You're thinking about that, Will, your play of the game. So sometimes Reniker, Rob is here tonight for the alumni game and for the memorial service for his brother tomorrow. But he would look at me at about this time of the game during a timeout and go, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "Dude, that's yours. That's yours. You got it. You won't pick wrong." 1:07 left. Concord still with 2 timeouts left. That was a Warsaw timeout. Brock, hands off. Zollinger for a yard. Timeout, Minutemen. 1:04 left. 10-3 Tigers. Back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon with Rock Hill Pinnock. I had to chuckle the other day because I heard a lawyer on TV say you should come to their firm because they're the attorneys you know. But yet, you've never heard of them except from the television commercials. The attorneys at Rock Hill Pinnock are part of this community. We may help coach your kids at T-ball, see you at a golf match, or simply be your friend or neighbor. If you don't know one of us yet, chances are someone you know does. But whether you know us already or not, we hope you'll give us a call and get to know us as your attorneys. Call 267-6116 for an appointment today. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
For news, traffic, and weather alerts, keep it right here on News Now Warsaw.
After we're done, after our post-game show, Bob Lovell and Indiana Sports Talk, recapping everything going on around the state of Indiana, plus all the scores. including scores that we don't have on our scoreboard at newsnowwarsaw.com. So you have a chance to look and listen to what they have from scores from around the state of Indiana. 2nd and 9 Tigers at the Concord 44 with 1:04 to go. Warsaw leading 10-3. Quentin Brock. Hands off. Solinger through the hole. Oh, he's off through his races. 25, 20, and down near the 15-yard line. And there is your ball game. That's a 29-yard run for Solinger and a first down for Warsaw that puts this thing on ice.
29-yard gain.
Solinger with that carry, 28 carries for 247 yards. We thought he might be the guy for that role this season. He has been very much that. Now victory formation for the Tigers from the 15. Brock takes a knee. They don't have to do it anymore. The defense was given hard times so often once again in this game, and every single time they kept Concord out of the end zone. And the Warsaw fans look down on the field, and their offense waving their arms, exhorting them to be louder so they can hear them as the clock runs down towards zeros. It's over. Warsaw is 4-0. They have beaten the Concord Minutemen by a final score of 10-3. Post-game coverage begins after these words on News Now Warsaw.
There are many reasons to go to the eye doctor, so why not go to one that does it all? This is Dr. Jason Rich of the Spectacle Shop. Yes, we have the largest selections of frames in the region, and we can make glasses the same day with our in-house lab, but we offer way more than that. We diagnose and treat eye problems for all ages, from seeing if your toddler can see properly to checking for age-related eye diseases. From fitting the latest in contact lenses to treating eye infections and injuries, we love to treat your eyes. Visit thespectacleshopinc.com.
Enjoy the next level of fun on the water with help from Splendor Boats. Place your order now on Quest Pontoons or a Splendor custom-built power catamaran deck boat. Ask about their indoor, safe, and clean off-season boat storage, winterization, shrink wrapping, and pontoon redecking. Plus, schedule your spring boat arrival so you don't have to wait next year. Visit them in Warsaw or Silver Lake or online at SplendorBoatsWarsaw.com. Splendor Boats, a small family business for big family fun.
Are you looking for a local bank that has your best interests in mind? Crossroads is that bank, and they're happy to serve friends and neighbors. Please visit crossroadsbanking.com or stop in to visit in person in Columbia City, North Manchester, Peru, South Whitley, Syracuse, Wabash, or Warsaw. You can also find Crossroads Bank on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Where your bank and your life meet. Crossroads Bank.
False start, pass interference, offsides.
All bad things in football.
Spotty dishes, rust stains, dry skin and hair.
All bad things when it comes to your water. Rab Water Systems All-Star Team can help eliminate your water penalties. Home of the non-electric Connecticut, which provides clean, clear water 24/7 without electricity. Call or visit rabwater.com to fix your water.
I am a Colts fan.
I'm a Bears fan, and you out there are Warsaw Tiger fans.
Whoever you root for, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future. So if you're a Colts fan, a Tiger fan, a Bears fan, or a fan of any other team,
except the Patriots, Alder Bergen can be the head coach of your financial planning team.
Alder Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street in Warsaw, and online at alderbergen.com.
Warsaw Tiger Football on News Now Warsaw is brought to you by
Splendor Boats, Crossroads Bank, Rab Water, JBC and Associates, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Ott Schroeder State Farm Insurance, Alder Bergen and Company, The Glass Doctor, The Spectacle Shop, Reinhold's Town Square Furniture, R&B Car Company, Rock Hill Pinnock, Nissan of Warsaw, Travis McConnell Law Office, and Auto Wares.
And now for post-game coverage, once again, here's Roger Grossman and Will Shepard.
It's alumni night, and nobody wants to go home. Warsaw wins 10-3 over Concord. So if you add it up, the last 2 years, Warsaw has held Concord to 3 total points in 96 minutes of football. That's pretty incredible.
That's astounding.
That's pretty incredible. So, and we'll give you even more numbers that will freak you out before the broadcast is over. We start with the scoring. We opened up the scoring in the second quarter with just 3 minutes and 7 seconds left in it. Reed Zollinger, a 3-yard run off the left side into the end zone. Mason Smythe added the extra point. It was 7-0, and it stayed 7-0 until 26 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Smythe banked home a 34-yard field goal. That made it 10-0 Tigers, and it stayed that way until the fourth quarter. 4:51 to go in the game. A 28-yard field goal by Rafa Savas for Concord made it 10-3, and that's where we stood. The Tigers fumbled the ball in their own end. It did not matter. The defense was up to the task and held Concord off the board, stopped them on fourth down, win the game 10-3. Tigers are now 4-0 on the season. They are 2-0 in the conference. Concord falls to 2-2. They are 0-2 in conference play. Post-game coverage continues with the final stats for tonight's game next on News Now Warsaw.
As the leaves change color and the air turns crisp, it's time to get your set of wheels ready for the autumn adventures ahead. Stop in today to your neighborhood Auto Value Auto Parts store for all your vehicle's fall essentials. New wiper blades, motor oil, fuses, air filters, and more. Or you can find whatever you need online at myautovaluestore.com. We do offer same-day in-store pickup or convenient ship-to-home service. Now that's Auto Value, where service is the difference. We've got you covered.
Colliers Heating and Air has long been known for quality and integrity. Quality in their line of Lennox heating and air systems, and integrity in the way they've been doing business in our community for the last 36 years. So when they say they have a Lennox heating and air system for your home with $1,500 rebates, along with up to $2,000 off the dealer list price, you can take them at their word. Lennox quality and Colliers integrity. TrustColliers.com.
I'm your neighbor. You see me at Optimist, you see me at church, you see me at the grocery store. I'm just a regular guy with a law degree who has the know-how to get you the win. I'm Travis McConnell, your personal injury lawyer. With millions of dollars won for clients, call me. I'll give you my personal cell, and we can start working together. The initial call's always free. I handle all types of injuries, falls, crashes, defective products, and more. Call me today, Travis McConnell, your personal injury lawyer. Just say, hey, Google, look up the law office of Travis McConnell. Office, Warsaw.
Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts invites you this fall to the widest variety of custom trailers and golf carts in northern Indiana. Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts is the northern Indiana authorized dealer for Easy-Go personal golf carts, the #1 golf cart in the world. Also check out their new line of 4- and 6-seat Mad Jacks carts. Plus you can get financing on any cart through Sheffield Financial LLC. Hurry in for the best season-ending prices with an extra $250 off. Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, US 30 East Warsaw, where you are always a winner.
Welcome to the spa, Mrs. Williamson. Ready for your manicure?
And your beauty treatment?
And your massage?
Mommy, wake up.
Honey, did you get my shirts from the dry cleaners?
Oh, I knew I was dreaming.
Escape to the spa every day in your own bathroom with an elegant glass shower and tub enclosure designed by the specialists at Glass Doctor. All for less than you might think. Visit glassdoctor.com today to receive a free copy of our design and installation guide.
When you want the news, you want it now. News Now, Warsaw.
Warsaw at 10, Concord 3. The Tigers huddle at the end zone at the south end of Fisher Field broke up very quickly. They came over saying the school song in front of their student section, and they've run off to celebrate. Concord is still out here talking about it as they fall to 2-2 in the season, losing here to Warsaw 10-3. We need to do for you a drive of the game. And I'm going to choose the drive in the second quarter for Warsaw's only touchdown. Warsaw had given up the football on an interception, returned to the Warsaw 26-yard line. But 2 plays into that drive, their quarterback threw the ball over the middle of the field. Ethan Egoff picked it off, ran it out to the 32, and Warsaw took over at the 32-yard line with 8:24 left to play in the first half. They went 68 plays in 5 minutes and 17 seconds, culminating in Zollinger's 3-yard touchdown run that put them ahead 7-0, and as it turned out, put them ahead to say. That's the drive of the game, and it's brought to you by Stonehenge Golf Course, a championship course steeped in tradition on Pearson Road in Warsaw. See why people are raving about their banquet and conference room with a capacity up to 60. Reserve your holiday, wedding, or important meeting now. Again, that second quarter touchdown drive is the drive of the game, and it's brought to you by Stonehenge Golf Course. Time for the final stats. Those are brought to you by Alderfer Bergen & Company. Let them be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alderfer Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderferbergen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Warsaw officially has 13 first downs. They carried the ball 51 times for 317 yards. That's a little over 6 yards a carry. Their quarterback, Quentin Brock, was 3 of 7 passing for 35 yards and an interception. So they ran 58 plays for 352 total yards. They had 3 turnovers, 2 lost fumbles, and an interception. They were penalized 11 times for 65 yards, and they had 5 punts. I don't think that, I'm pretty sure they didn't punt the ball 5 times all last season. I know they haven't punted it 5 times this season because they hadn't punted at all until tonight's game. 5 punts for the Tigers. Concord, 7 first downs, 24 rushing attempts, 19 total yards of offense. That's less than a yard of carry, obviously. Think about this. Last year, Warsaw shut them out in Dunlap. This year, they get a field goal. So in 2 games, Warsaw allows 3 total points to Concord's offense. You want one that's better than that? You go back to last year's rushing stats. You add that with this year's rushing stats, Concord is still in the negative, right? They had 19 yards tonight rushing. They were minus 31 last year, so they're still 12 in the hole over these last 2 years. 24 carries, 19 yards. They were 7 of 21 passing for 95 yards, so in total, 45 plays, just 114 yards. They had a turnover. That led to the Tiger touchdown. They were penalized twice for 15 yards, and they also punted the ball 5 times. Individually, Reed Zollinger was the running star again tonight. 28 carries, 247 yards. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He had 7 runs of 15 yards or more up the middle of the field. Luke Ransbottom, 9 carries, 50 yards, and the Tigers did the job. Again, total on offense, 352 yards on 58 plays. That'll get the job done for you.
I'd like to thank you for making my cheeks hurt because I'm smiling so much. It's all your fault. I'm going on injured reserve because my cheeks are hurting. How am I going to get back to bourbon?
We'll figure out a way. The final stats brought to you by Alderfer Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderferbergen.com. We've got a play of the game for you. That's coming up next. Warsaw wins over Concord 10-3. Back with more after this on News Now Warsaw.
It's that time of year again. Football is back, and soon it's time to sign up for the open enrollment of Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part D drug plans, and individual health care plans through the Affordable Care Act. Contact JBC and Associates to update new plan designs and find out about increased subsidies to help reduce marketplace premiums. Call John at 574-527-1295. Call with any questions and be ready to sign up for the Medicare plans beginning October 15th and for individual health care plans on November 1st. Go Tigers!
Michiana, you're approved. Need a new ride when everyone says no way? You're approved. This is Wade with Nissan of Warsaw. Low credit score? I don't care. You're approved. I have the power to say yes to everyone. And with my You're Approved process, $500 down, bam, you're approved. What do you need? Current pay stub, photo ID, and proof of where you live, along with 4 friends that'll tell us how amazing you are. And bam, you're approved. To start the process, call us at 574-267-5850. NissanofWarsaw.com, TradeWithWade.com.
You're approved.
You already know that State Farm agent Ott Schroeder offers great service. But what you probably didn't know is that State Farm also has surprisingly great rates on auto insurance. In fact, new customers call them jaw-dropping. And the surprise isn't reserved just for some. State Farm agent Ott Schroeder has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Kosciuszko County. Give Ott a call at 574-269-2020 for your surprisingly great rates today. Just be sitting down when you do. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Here we go. You know why to go to R&B Car Company, right? 90 days till your first payment, $3,500 minimum for your trade. And with locations in South Bend, Warsaw, and now Fort Wayne, you need to find out why we are where you ought to be. Because financing available with any kind of credit, we've got banks that cater to everyone. No matter the need, from compacts to big honking diesels, fast and friendly service, and the best deal bottom line. So shop now and get pre-approved at rbcarcompany.com.
Get all the big stories first. News Now, Warsaw.
I can't wait to give scores because I got one that's going to make you, drive off the road. But I'm not going to give it now. First, we need to do the play of the game. The play of the game is brought to you by Havrilla and Nolan, LLC Attorneys at Law. Call Felicity and Carrie with other law questions and for assistance securing Medicaid. Havrilla and Nolan, 121 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at hnllc-law.com. Mr. Shepard, what is the play of the game?
I'm going to give it to the Concord defense to recover a fumble when you're one score down and you know that Warsaw's running the ball and you put 9 guys in the box and somebody, I don't know who, makes the play and your safety who's walked up to the line of scrimmage falls on the ball when you have to have the ball back to at least tie the game. It's so hard to teach that, and yet Concord got it done. There were big plays all night long, obviously, but for me as a defensive coach, that just was truly remarkable.
And that's the play of the game brought to you by Havrilla and Nolan, LLC Attorneys at Law. Again, call Felicity and Carrie with other law questions and for assistance securing Medicaid. Havrilla and Nolan, 121 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at hnllc-law.com. I have scores to give you. You will be stunned when I give them. We'll do that next here on News Now Warsaw.
A good night of sleep does wonders for your body, and to get it, a great mattress and adjustable base are a must. Hi, this is Hannah. During the Temper Sealy Labor Day sales event at Reinhold's Town Square Furniture in Warsaw, save up to $800 on adjustable base sets from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. Check out reinholdsfurniture.com and hurry into 118 West Main Street in downtown Warsaw today for a limited time savings on the mattress of your dreams.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon with Rock Hill Pinnock. I had to chuckle the other day because I heard a lawyer on TV say you should come to their firm because they're the attorneys you know. But yet, you've never heard of them except from the television commercials. The attorneys at Rock Hill Pinnock are part of this community. We may help coach your kids at T-ball, see you at a golf match, or simply be your friend or neighbor. If you don't know one of us yet, chances are someone you know does. But whether you know us already or not, we hope you'll give us a call and get to know us as your attorneys. Call 267-6116 for an appointment today. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
There are many reasons to go to the eye doctor, so why not go to one that does it all? This is Dr. Jason Rich of the Spectacle Shop. Yes, we have the largest selections of frames in the region, and we can make glasses the same day with our in-house lab, but we offer way more than that. We diagnose and treat eye problems for all ages, from seeing if your toddler can see properly to checking for age-related eye diseases. From fitting the latest in contact lenses to treating eye infections and injuries, we love to treat your eyes. Visit thespectacleshopinc.com.
Enjoy the next level of fun on the water with help from Splendor Boats. Place your order now on Quest Pontoons or a Splendor custom-built power catamaran deck boat. Ask about their indoor, safe, and clean off-season boat storage, winterization, shrink wrapping, and pontoon redecking. Plus, schedule your spring boat arrival so you don't have to wait next year. Visit them in Warsaw or Silver Lake or online at SplendorBoatsWarsaw.com. Splendor Boats is small family business for big family fun.
Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at newsnowwarsaw.com and on the News Now Warsaw app.
All right, we start the conference as always. Plymouth won at Wawasee 25-19. That was a close game. We thought it would be. Mishawaka beat Goshen tonight at Steel Stadium 48-13. We assumed it would be something like that. Warsaw beat Concord at 10-3. Northridge won at Northwood 25-21. Let that soak in for a second. Northridge beat Northwood 25-21. You know what that means, sir? We're a game ahead of Northwood at the conference. And they're going to come here mad as hornets next week.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are for sure.
That's okay. We'll take it. Other scores. Tippecanoe Valley beat Tipton 53-0. It was Rochester over Manchester 50-0. Also, Peru beat Wabash 53-13. Mechanical beat Whitco 43-6. Bremen held on to beat Triton 28-21. And Columbia City was leading at Huntington North 55-27 at last check. Here the Tigers win and go to 4-0 on the season and 2-0 in the conference with a 10-3 win over Concord. Will Shepard?
That's all that matters. I'd like to really give a big shout-out to the kids playing defense. It's a team game, and you need all three phases to add their part to it. But I'm just so impressed with how our defense, time and time again, steps up to the challenge of a short field. Just really, I love watching it, and I'd like to congratulate the defensive coaches, Coach Curtis, really the whole staff. But I know for those guys on the defensive side of the ball, to give up a 3 spot to a good Concord team is something they should celebrate, and I hope they do.
And they are. They win 10-3 over Concord to go to 4.